I'm back.
Spent 30 more seconds wondering why my webcam is being so shitty. Okay,
You know how we could really help these people? We could just kill them all and they wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. Just kill everybody. Problem solved.
That is some abject nihilism, my friend. I like it.
Problem solved. We'll just kill everybody. We'll kill William. We'll kill all the humans. We'll go back living in Feywoods. Boom, bang, bang, boom, boom.
Because
Blam,
I
bam.
don't want to D&D ever. Questioning is stupid. That's my game.
Well, no, there's always other countries that will need liberating. We'll break the wheel everywhere.
Leah's in the bathroom. We are going to wait on her.
If I could get a dragon real quick to come pick me up and let me burn and we can go burn that town to the ground. We'll just help them out. Deuces. Drogon, where you at?
Burn down a little bit more than to the ground.
Drogon, come
These
get me.
motherfuckers like to hide in the sewers.
Well, they'll come out
That's true.
eventually. Once we kill all the people, they'll think it's safe, and then blah, blah, we get them too. Or we take the dragon down the elevator and knock on the door, and we're like, pizza delivery. And they open the door, we're like, gotcha, bitch, and just blow fire in there.
How does one fit a dragon into a sewer system?
With a soul trap.
You know,
Pokeballs.
Pokeballs. Sure.
Charizard, I choose you!
Funny enough, in Chapter 1, when I was talking about doing that April Fool's session, the concept for it was you guys would go in a Pokemon dungeon, and you would have little pocket fae, and you'd actually send them out to fight other pocket fae. You wouldn't actually do any direct combat.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah,
That could be a whole campaign.
it could be.
Just need a Charizard and I'm good to go. Z would get like a Psyduck character. Or a Mr. Mime.
Nah, you'd get like Hitmonchamp.
Hitmonlee! What is the most ornery of the Pokemon? Charizard? He's pretty ornery.
Primeape in the anime was pretty...
I'd get a Primeape
Easy.
or a Charizard.
Mr. Smiley, I don't know if you're being quiet or if something's wrong with your mic.
Nope, just being quiet.
Okay.
He doesn't like Pokemon.
No, I just wanted to make sure he wasn't trying to talk and nothing coming out.
I like Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Oh, not the tab I wanted. I wanted this D&D stuff tab. How's work going? Have you graduated yet?
Everyone is very quiet. Give me a second. Let me see what's going on.
Oh, my plan's working as it perfectly. He's gonna turn me up, then I'm gonna hit him with my normal voice.
Oh no.
Yes.
Good.
Yes. Give in to the dark side. Turn up your volume.
And this is
FYI,
why I have you at like 10% of volume.
FYI, it's like storming here, so if I just disappear, it's because of a tornado or my power's gone out. Send help. Actually, the worst of the storms are going south of me right now.
Well, that's good.
South of me and north of me. It's become a Wednesday tradition for me to go to Salsaritas and then eat a big old quesarito to get all carved up before D&D.
I had to rush out and buy some wine.
Wine?
Yeah, they didn't have any Lafroig at the ABC store. I was very
Did you
sad.
see that picture I put in Discord of the Game of Thrones? One of those was Lafroig, I think.
Oh.
Let me pull it back. I'll relink it here. Let me find it. Camera bro. Photos. Send. I think it was the most expensive one. Maybe it wasn't Leroy. I don't know. It was Laura something.
Oh yeah, all the Game of Thrones themed
Oh, it was Lagavulin.
Lagavulin, which is
Yeah.
like Lefroy, but even better.
It was
And
$90.
it makes perfect sense that that's House Lannister's drink.
House Stark is like cheap ones.
I would absolutely love to have a House Lannister brand Lagavulin.
Well, PayPal me $90 or Venmo it, and I'll go buy it for you this weekend and mail it to you.
We will do that. That's actually something I will do because that's like
I
two
can-
of my favorite things.
Well, I might have to. Well, it's 2 hours away, but I mean, I could make the trip.
Oh Jesus!
I could probably find it at a liquor store up here. Let me do some digging, and I'll let you know. I'll buy it, and then if I find it, you can just Venmo me the money, and I'll mail it to you. I've got some Amazon boxes laying around here.
I cannot order liquor online in the state of North Carolina.
Oh my God, are you serious? Let me see if I can on Amazon. Game of Thrones Scotch.
It will probably not allow you to ship it to North Carolina via Amazon.
I don't even have the option. It's just like glasses and stuff. But yeah, I'll go look around for it this weekend in Henderson and maybe up into Evansville. If I find it, I'll holler at you on Discord or something. I mean, I don't care to mail you. I don't care to break the law and mail you some scotch. I'll put like Korgoth's address on there. That's the return address. Hone Bavol area code.
Right. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. So, what's it? All right. So, last time you guys reluctantly decided to pursue the lead you had in terms of finding William and putting a stop to this madness under the threat of the whole continent pretty much willing to go to war. Since things are politically tense between Sintra and Bavol right now, and with the way the alliance is set up, any open conflict between any two nations would eventually lead to the whole continent fighting each other. You guys travel to the city of Mordan in search of one Samuel Kennedy, who Cutter informs you William is scared of. When you got to Mordan, you took a quick side trip to let Ral investigate Nag's body, as well as preserve it. So now with Nag's preserved and embalmed body, you went ahead and sought out Samuel Kennedy in a bar called Little Haven. When you got there, Sam was pretty well drunk at that point, but he did kind of sober up a bit once he realized who he was talking to and what you were willing to do. He lamented that if only they had the pull of somebody of a name like Florentine, maybe they could get some of the nobles back that had abandoned the cause after the terrorist attack. It so happens that you do know a Florentine, Vanessa. Samuel said that he would do everything he could to find out where she was as fast as possible. In the meantime, he suggested seeking out the resistance and seeing if you can find out what their plans are, so that perhaps you can stop another big attack like what happened in Vasily. Conversation mostly finished. You seated yourselves at the bar, and at this point it is about noon to 1. So currently in the bar, there is Samuel, And there is Scott, the noble human. There's the bartender, Mr. Barton, big ol' orc. And those are the only patrons in the bar right now.
If I remember right, the last thing happened in the session was Ral ordered a shot of a strong drink.
You did. And you get a... You didn't want the blood wine, right?
Huh?
I think-
Yeah, he did take the blood wine.
Yeah.
No,
so.
yeah, it is.
So it's got that distinct elvish wine taste. Very carnivorous, but also very alcoholic.
If you all must know at least something, I can give you that. My reasons for wanting to fight this, whatever you want to call him.
Sam exhales through his nose. Don't mince words. He's a terrorist.
I wouldn't use other words. My main concern is what he would incite in those that kept me. Ral removes the cowl that he has over the top of his shirt, and he flexes his gills so that they open up and spread.
Sam's eyes widen up in shock, and he kind of covers his mouth.
I am very different from just about any Fae I've ever met.
I can see that. How did this happen? Is this natural?
I don't remember much of my time from where I'm from. What I do know is Ral holds out his arm and clenches his fist, and then all of the skin on his body turns to wood, about an inch thicker than normal.
That's completely not natural. What happened to you?
I don't know. What I do know terrifies me. But at the same time, it's a solution.
Scott kind of chimes in. The untalked about pleasure of nobles. Some of the more unscrupulous ones enjoy trying to create new Fae by crossbreeding them as though they were animals. He looks sadly at Ral.
I have heard this. I can tell you that there was more.
Like experiments?
Ral just solemnly nods his head and from his pack pulls out a small device that looks like a horseshoe crab with several prongs on it. This is the closest remembrance I have to home, although modified greatly.
I don't recognize the symbol. Is it from this part of the world?
From what I remember, it was Bevol that I walked out of.
Horseshoe crab.
It's not like an emblem, it's just that's the general shape of the object.
Oh.
We designed this to, well, its initial purpose we don't know. But a colleague and friend of mine at Woodpine designed it to keep these mutations in check.
Sam and Scott's faces both begin to grow dark as you speak. Taken a living creature and turned him into a walking experiment. You know, Sam, sometimes I think William is right. Sam kind of bops him a bit.
I sometimes thought of that. Of using this. Rouse laughs a bit. This gift that my father, as he called himself, wanted to give me. To tear Bavol to the ground. But I've seen the greater things that this gift can actually do. Mind you, it requires a lot of research and a lot of careful planning, but it would not be done on a creature that did not want it. Because for one, if you have not noticed, Raoul reforms the oak over his skin. My hide is a lot thicker than yours.
It is. It's thicker than anything I've seen naturally.
Not only that, I have great regenerative properties.
It's almost like they were making a weapon.
Raoul's eyes kind of go dark at that point. They most certainly were.
Sam shakes his head. Then he extends a hand and holds your thickly wooded shoulder. Well, you've kept true to yourself, despite everything that's happened. It's special. Don't ever lose that.
It has been difficult, but I do not let the whispers take hold.
Sam nods in agreement. He kind of sadly finishes off his drink and lets out a long sigh. Well, if we get through this, you can come to me for anything. Even though we've had setbacks, I still have a lot of pull with the higher-ups in Bavol.
Well, in your off time, and after we've found Miss Vanessa,
Indeed.
I would love to be able to locate any facilities where Bavolian nobles are doing any kind of research.
I suspect that can be arranged.
Raoul turns his head over to where Korgath's sitting at. This is why we should probably be moving. Because if anything, William's actions will incite more of these experiments.
Okay. soon as I get done with lunch, we can head out.
At this point, Sam returns to crafting letters, which gets sent out via Falcon and Pigeon. Scott kind of scratches his goatee. Listen, I'm glad you've decided to help. Like Sam said, we need to figure out what their next move is going to be and see if we can get ahead of it to avoid another catastrophe like what happened in Vasily. They've got to have some kind of hideout or something, right, Sam? Sam kind of nods. The amount of Fae that were reported in the attack, they're definitely set up in more places than just Vasily. There's no sewer system here, but they probably have some kind of hideout. We just need to know where it is. Well, the only way to find out is to find one of the Resistance members. Follow him, or more brutal methods. But remember, we are trying to help these people. Either way, I would get started down in the laundry district. A lot of the old washers out there, they see a lot of stuff. It's where a lot of street-level information gets passed around. Yes, Korgath, you would know that there are several temples here, many different denominations of the Drangleth religion.
What about one that Archie followed?
Yeah, Shuki. There is a single Shuki temple here.
Oh, jeez.
Also, quiet reminder, I do believe everyone wanted to shop.
Toby!
So, in the bar walks Toby.
Is that easy?
I always imagine it's like when Willy Wonka summons an Oompa Loompa. We just blow a little flute and he
Yeah.
shows up.
We lost our bard, though, so who's the new flute player?
I have a shamisen. I can do
Okay,
a
that
little-
works.
A little.
Yeah.
He shows up and he's got a big old smile on his face. Yeah, you guys are really in some interesting stuff now. Terrorism? Really? What you need?
We're not. No, we're counter-terrorist.
Wait,
Oh,
aren't you based at the academy?
He's everywhere and anywhere. Just don't ask.
I go where my customers are. You are my only customers.
For some reason, well, no, we probably are the ones who can afford it. Did Marda pass along my letter?
Ah, that thing. Yes. He was all too happy to provide it, and he even paid courier fees and such. So, here you go. Toby produces a green bag that is about... It's longer than it is wide. Probably about half of Ral's height in terms of length. And he hands it over to Ral.
How large
Wonderful.
is Rao?
Average, when he's not transformed, I should say.
Yeah, how tall is he? I mean, it's important. That's how I judge people.
He's 6'4".
Okay. You're a little itty bitty boy.
Oh my god.
Alright, we can buy 6. We got room for 6 healing things. What kind do we want?
The good kind.
Well, I mean,
The
I don't know
cheap
if we
ones.
want to. I don't know if we want to buy 6 at 700 gold. I don't think we can afford that. Let me pull out my calculator. Oh, we can. It's only 4,200
Yeah,
gold.
no, we could definitely afford it.
Hey, Toad. What?
Yes.
What? How much would this charm be worth that was on my forehead when I woke up?
Which one was that? Sorry.
The charging charm.
Oh, that thing. He kind of holds it and peers at it. This one's rather rare. I can give you 1,000 gold for it.
Okay. Let me see what it does again.
And that is modified to making your first melee attack.
So it would work with piercing
Yes, it would.
booming blade. Booming blade. Okay.
It would work with booming blade.
It would work with booming blade. I just
Oh
amended it.
no!
If you move
Here you go,
25
Mr.
feet
Smiley.
before making a melee weapon attack.
Here you go, Mr. Smiley.
Oh yeah, dibs. Thank you. Take
Sorry,
that.
Tobe. So we're gonna hang on to that one.
Ah, just as well.
All right. We want 6 of the big healing potions. Packs.
Okay. You got 6 large healing packs.
4,200 gold. See, how much did we have?
You
We
had
had 12,917.
We could have bought. Well, okay, so we're full up on pot. Anybody need any other little potions? Mana potion, any of you casters?
No.
Well, we only got one caster.
I could use another potion of keen.
We'll take one of those. I have a question
Hello. Yes.
on the reckless power potion.
I am going to buff that. It sucks right now.
Well, I was just going to ask if you didn't add the 1d12 damage to any of your rolls, if they would get the maximized damage on you with an attack.
I had actually been meaning to rework that potion because it sucks a lot like right now.
Okay, I'll take one of those because when things are buffed, after they've shit, they're overpowered for a while. I'll take one. No. Okay, I'll wait till it gets reworked. Hold on to them reckless powers. I hear they're brewing up a new recipe.
So you guys got a potion of keen.
What?
2.
Oh, it just absorbs. Oh, fuck.
Also, I think you were looking at the wrong thing. You only have space in your bag for 4 healing items, but the 2.
Oh, 4? I thought I said 6.
That's reserve items.
Okay, well, that's fine. We can move from reserve to non-reserve. We're good up then.
Yep.
I mean, you're letting Professor Korgot do this shit.
And subtract out for a keen potion minus 500.
Okay. So we can hold one more potion if we want to get another one. What if we get... Would the reserved attacks potion work with, his, stunning strikes? Would it add 5 to the saving throw?
No, it would not add to the save, just the attack roll.
Well, that's, I mean, as long as he hits. Z got beat the fuck up. Maybe we should get him a elemental protection potion. Would mana potions restore key points as well, or just spell slots?
No, only spell slots.
All right. Well, if we need anything else, we'll holler for you. We'll play our tune, Toby.
Absolutely.
You don't have any new charms, do you?
Nothing new yet, but I am about to make a trip out east again. Might be some interesting stuff out that way.
Do you need anything for your fancy mask there, Naomi?
No.
I didn't know. Didn't know if you needed, if he could unlock anything with it. Okay, I guess we're done.
Does Toby sell the mask things?
It's not
No.
specifically from Toby. The gold cost there kind of represents the unique materials and foci needed to understand and recreate the design, so she can kind of just do that
Ah.
I make
whenever
my
she's
own.
safe.
She gives that to her fox god and a cup with some belly rubs, and she gets an upgrade.
Yeah.
Basically.
He's a good god, yes he is.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
That's a good little god, yes he is.
I can't believe I'm getting actually upset over my fake character's fake god.
I love it a lot.
What the hell was that? The terrorists are here.
There's
Missile strike incoming.
Bye, Toby.
Thank you for your craftsmanship, Sir Toby.
He gone.
Those ladies that were really drunk, are they still around?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sam was commiserating with a couple of ladies.
Mm-hmm.
They retired upstairs.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna
like,
say, I wonder what their reaction would be to Ral.
I can't see them anywhere.
No.
Okay. That's dumb. I missed my opportunity.
Opportunity to
Pretend I was a child and steal their jewelry.
go up to their room and do it while they're asleep.
No. It's too much effort.
To walk up. So you have the fly spell. You don't even have to walk up the stairs.
I can only do it a few times a day. I don't want to just do it right
Oh.
now.
Well, we can take a rest. We can check in here. They've got rooms. Maybe
Don't we have to go stop some terrorists or something?
We'll go
You have
catch
to
them.
stop some terrorists.
We'll go catch a matinee. Have some mimosas.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but we should actually go do our jobs.
All right, are we gonna split up?
I would think maybe slightly, but it would be unwise for us to get caught unawares.
All right, I'll go by myself.
Okay. So, Mordan's got a lot of different
Before we
districts.
leave, I'm gonna stuff Nag in that new bag.
Oh yeah. You do that in front of people?
What is that bag?
Well, I had this idea for a while. It is specifically for preserving corpses for much longer times than I can do with what we had done at the morgue the other day. And, to say the least, your friend was very special. Is still very special.
Oh, you could have just said it keeps him good. That's all I needed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll keep him fresh for a really long time.
Okay, cool.
Much longer than salt. And it won't, cure him.
Just call it a preserving bag.
No, we're gonna call it the nag bag.
No, God, I'm not calling it that.
Can I quit this campaign?
I'm done. I take out the dragon egg and slam my sword against it as hard as I can,
God.
discharging all my charges of necrotic into it.
I mean, he just stated that he did it, so DM,
Bago Nag.
clap, clap. What happens?
I'm leaving. I'm going to look.
Okay, so there's a couple of different districts in Mordan. You guys are currently in one of the more rundown ones. There is the Haven District, which is what you're in now. There is the Noble District. There is the Parliamentary District. There is the Laundry District. And there is a church row, where a lot of different denominations of Drangleth and other less common religions are set up.
I'm just going to take off walking by myself. I hope nobody follows me.
No destination in mind?
Yeah, the religious district. But I'm not
Okay.
telling anybody. Hold on, where are we meeting back up?
I
We will
don't
meet
know.
up back here in like a couple hours.
Probably, if we don't find any leads.
Okay. Bye.
And just like that, Gorgath begins walking off.
Guess I'll follow him. Ah,
You don't have to.
I want to stay with the rest of these guys.
Arr.
Oh, poor Mr. Smiley.
Smiley's got better things to do than hang out with me. And you have the egg, so I'm going with you.
I think I have your egg too.
No, you don't. That never happens.
Have you checked? Have you checked? I might have them both. Whatever. We're going to the religious district.
The
Okay.
fake religion district, but yeah, let's go.
The what?
We'll,
Nothing.
We will get to you guys next. So the other three of you, Smiley, Ral, and Z, who isn't here.
That other guy.
Yeah, I had to think about it because he's not here. What is your destination?
We should wander the laundry district, as Sam suggested.
All right, let's go there.
I'll play Z's character. Wow, man, this town's so cool! Wonder if anybody would fight me here. Ugh.
He is incredible at just completely being not low key at all. I imagine he's kind of just waving at everybody as you pass.
With eyes in his hands, in the palms of his hands. Whoa, looky here, look what I can do.
But you make your way through the Haven District, and you find yourself at the Laundry District. Here, there is a freshwater river that, an irrigation system bringing in flowing fresh water that kind of goes through a raised platform, and you see a lot of people just kind of leaning over it and washing their clothes and such in it. You see a lot of humans, a lot of non-humans. There's some gossipy banter going on. There are two elderly women laughing. There is a half-elf who is on his own and just kind of washing his clothes. There is what seems to be a human family, father and mother and two children that are making quite a bit of a fuss. And you see an orcish woman, just kind of plain looking. She looks like she's finishing up.
Do we need intelligence?
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
We should probably talk to her then. You first.
Ral points at Z. This one may be better with people than I am.
Oh boy! All right.
No.
Smiley's like, no. Negatory.
Aw.
Oh dear.
Maybe Z will show up in a few moments. Until then, Naomi, Gorgath. After a bit of a hike, you find yourself in Church Row. On this very clean, paved street, there are churches lining either side of the street. Most of them are denominations of Drangleth, some of them in honor of one colored dragon or another, some of them only for a handful. You pass by a small shrine to a very large-looking northern human. And after some more searching, Korgath, you see a distinct building. It's got very different architecture from all the rest of the churches. And upon it, you see the black and white symbol of Asura and Inma, the white and black dragons of life and death, respectively, arranged in a kind of circle.
I need to go in here for a minute. Do you want your guy to get mad if you go in here, or do you want to even go in here?
It's just a building, man.
Well, just give me a minute. I'll go in.
Okay. I'm just gonna follow him anyway. I don't really care.
Just sit like a few pews back.
Why?
Look, I'll let you do your thing and let me do mine. Or I'm never gonna let you out of my sight again. Ever.
That is marginally creepy.
So, you walk in, and you realize there aren't pews. And then you look up, and you see various lengthy padded bars going left and right across the breadth of the church. And they're kind of raised up at various levels. And upon them you see Aarakocra perched.
Makes sense. This was Archie's thing. You know, that bird person you met a minute ago?
Oh, yeah, the one that flew away.
Yeah, her. Yeah. But I had this dream, like, when I woke up from being impaled, like, that I made a talk to the god of death.
Naomi just nods while making her eyes really wide.
And, like, I saw, like, there are these boats, I think, and, like, you get on a boat, and, like... I just need a second, okay?
You see
you were on a lot of drugs.
I wasn't on a lot of drugs when I fell!
You had the dream after you fell?
No, like, when I woke up with a piece of steel sticking through my stomach, I had that dream at that point.
Okay.
Like, before...
Okay.
What's her name? Lulu?
Okay.
Before Lulu used a
Okay.
whatever rejuvication bead on me, or whatever the fuck they're called.
Of course.
Just give me a minute.
Talk to the bird people.
I'll be back.
Fuck, weirdo.
You see a male Aarakocra, lower than all the others, on a very simple-looking dais. He is currently seated, not giving a sermon at the moment, seems to just be reading. His robes are the colors white and black. His feather coloration is that of a hawk, so you know that this means he's from Cyprus.
That's where Archie was from?
LOZ. No, Archie was from Blade Island, and she was
Blade
a raven.
Island. Raven from Blade Island.
Blades.
So called because the mountains are as blades, and the only people that could live there need to have wings.
Come on, I guess walk up to the front. I mean, is there like a statue at the front? Like, something for him to, like...
There is a tapestry depicting the same symbol that was out front of Asura and Inma in a kind of circle shape.
I'm gonna walk up to the front.
Hello. The Aarakocra gives you a very kindly look, and as a gesture of respect, flutters down from his dais and stands at level with you, which means he's looking up at you.
Hello.
Welcome to the Shuki Church.
Yeah, I knew a cleric that will follow this religion. This is life and death, right?
That is right. The eternal cycle of life and death governs all of us. We are all blessed with life by the dragon in the skies, Asura. And the world is also blessed with death by Inma down below in the river.
I think I might have met Enma a couple days ago, day and a half ago, for a minute.
Really?
Yeah, I got kicked off of a really high platform and fell quite a distance, and it might have been a dream. I don't know. But yeah, there was like a river and these boats, and yeah, it was weird.
He kind of scratches his beak with his wing.
You can see the hole in me that, like, I landed on a piece of steel and got, like, impaled.
Good sir, it seems you live a very dangerous life. Whatever could have happened to bring this about?
A disagreement of sorts, which led to a fight.
And
But
you say
go
this
ahead.
fight almost killed you?
Well, I think it might have for a minute, and then I was brought back by we have these, I don't know, rejuvenation beads. I don't know what they're called, rejuvenation beads, and like I felt like awful after it, but I was like back alive.
Our corporeal bodies are but vessels for our souls. It sounds like it simply was not time for your soul to leave yours. By the grace of Asura, you live yet.
But I had one question.
What's that?
I might have recently lost a friend as well, and I was told that people don't truly die as long as they're remembered. It's only once you forget them that they're actually dead.
There are various stages of death, yes. There is death of the body, there is death of the mind. The only time a soul truly dies, however, is when they are no longer remembered.
I'm not going to forget him, but I'm going to have to do some stuff that he probably wouldn't find very approving of.
The only advice I can offer you, friend, is that the living world is for the living, and the world of death is for the dead. It's a cycle that should be celebrated, and it's a cycle that should never be broken. What you do in the world of the living will cast reflections upon you in the world of the dead, yes, but the dead are at peace, and whatever it is you think you might have to do, if your friend liked you as much as you say he did, then I'm sure he would approve.
I hope so, because he was a dear friend, and I'd hate to lose him, but we tried it his way and it didn't work, so now I've got to try it my way. I'll put my necklace on, and I'd be like, can I try to show you something? I won't hurt you. My eyes might get a little red, but I will mean you no harm.
His eyes narrow, and he nods and takes a step back.
And I'll try to rage and see if my spirits come out.
Roll a D100.
Oh, shit.
That's a lot of spirits.
It's a lot. The whole day coming out.
So, you try and tap back into that space you were in whenever you would rage, and the spirits of your ancestors would come and protect your friends. You try and you try, but visions of Nag bleeding out are the only thing that fill your mind. And instead of the spirits coming out, you only find yourself entering a state of complete... Oh, man.
I'm back. I think I got it. I raged and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, nothing, no spirits came out. The
I'll just.
Aarakocra extends a comforting wing, kind of like wrapping it around you. The loss of someone close can impact us greatly. You are clearly very conflicted.
What's your name, sir?
Me? I am Pastor Contigo.
Well, thank you, Pastor Contigo, for your time.
He nods solemnly.
I'll
And
turn
then
around and yes, sir.
as you're walking away, he says, "Death is sad, but should also be celebrated. Carry the memory of your friend with you, as long as you live."
As I walk away, I'll take my necklace off and I'll just say, Neg, I won't forget you, but it's time I do things my way. And I'll just get a little, not super evil, but just kind of like a sly evil grin on my face as I head back towards the door. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Let's go. I got my answers. We're going to have fun.
All right.
Now where are we going? Where are we going now? Oh, should we have asked him, Pastor Contigo, if he knows of any terrorist activities going on in town?
You can.
mean, sure.
Okay. Pastor, one moment, please.
Yes,
What city were we just in?
Vasily.
You heard about what happened in Vasily?
News has reached the church. Yes, I have actually just given a sermon about that.
In favor of or against?
A nice bait.
Needless violence should always be condemned. I do not think that those troubled non-humans will get what they want by doing this.
Have you heard any rumblings about any type of activity here?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm not very good at those, but here goes nothing. Oh, wow, that was a 17.
Yeah. So you ask that question, and you can immediately see a conflicted look upon Contigo's face. Kind of clicks his beak a bit. Friend, please follow me. Kind of
Naomi! Come on!
He takes you to a very humble sort of office area towards the back of the Shuki Church, and he gives you a very sad look. As a matter of fact, I do believe I know somebody. A regular of the church. His name was Page. Like most Aarakocra.
Was he? Okay, he was an Aarakocra, okay.
Like most Aarakocra, he was rather upset at the state of things around here. He was indentured to a noble who only ever saw fit to use him as a courier service, and never really let him buy his freedom or be his own person. This church was the only place he felt like he could truly express himself.
What?
One day he came to me and told me about the teachings of somebody named William Kane.
As he says that, I'll just rub the hole in my healing up hole in my stomach.
The pastor notices that, but decides not to ask about it.
Big orc guy.
I did not know much about this William Kane, but what Paige told me worried me. Talks of, well, like what happened in Vasily. I urged Paige not to do anything rash, but he hasn't been to service in a very long time.
What kind of Arakoa was Paige?
He was another Cypresian Aarakocra.
Okay, so he was hawk-like.
Yes.
Does he have any like distinguishable markings or anything about him?
He has a red crest on the top of his head. I don't know where he is now, but I do know he had a favorite perch in the Noble District that he liked to fly out to and watch those who were more fortunate exist.
Is he still a slave, or is he free now, or...
He would be considered a runaway,
Mm,
for which there are varying penalties.
well, I could also, I guess, be considered a runaway.
Huh.
But my owner is in lockdown in Sintra? Is that where he is?
Yep, he's locked up in Sintra right now.
Mr. Florentine, I don't know if you've heard of him.
Cecil Florentine?
Yep, we both. Well, she had a little bit more of a lavish lifestyle than I did, but yeah, both were Cecil's. Now we're trying to put a stop to this Mr. Kane.
Yep.
My friend agreed with you. Needless violence was not the answer.
He kind of rubs his head and looks like he's at a loss for what to say for a moment before looking back up.
My name's Korgoth, by the way.
Korgath. And a little kitsune, I see.
I'm not human, so you wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, that's right, you're in human form. Sorry.
Unless he has some kind of ridiculous insight.
No, he's not that insightful. I just keep forgetting that you go incognito.
This is like my new human handler. I'm posing as a yeoman.
Ah. I see.
We met William in Vaseline, Vaseline, whatever you want to call it.
Sure, Vaseline.
Your sister city.
You met this William Kane.
Hmm. Can I does this dude seem like he's being honest? He's not trying to double cross us?
Based upon your read of his body language, it seems like he's being sincere.
Okay.
But body language can lie, so roll insight, both of you.
Oh, wow.
I have a +5 to insight too.
Jesus. Well, I have a +0 and I beat you.
I know.
That's unfortunate.
Oh yeah, this guy's our best friend.
But without any insight, his diction and his body language seem completely sincere.
Do you think your friend Paige can be saved, or is he beyond saving?
Everybody can be saved.
Well, I don't think Mr. Kane can, because he killed my friend, my best friend in the world, and I'm gonna kill him.
He grimaces when you say that, but doesn't speak out against it.
Eye for an eye where I'm from.
We all will meet Inma, and sending those to him early usually achieves nothing. William will die if he continues to act like he does. He will die very soon. Contigo gives you a long look.
This perch in the Noble District, is it on like a bell tower, a tall, like what should we look for Paige?
The tallest spire on a very old house owned by the Kincaid family.
Is that his handler?
No.
Kincaid, that sounds familiar. Okay, thank you for your time.
Of course. And don't lose yourself to violence. That's all.
I lost myself once and I came back. We'll see if it happens again. They don't call me the World Ender for nothing.
I mean, I personally don't know why they call him the World Ender, but you know.
You think Terria is the only world there ever was?
No.
Yeah, it's the only one now because I ended the rest of them fools. Let's go.
I look at the guy and I just go, "This is the guy who says he talks to dead people." Just follow after him.
My boat left without me, so I'm back. Let's go.
Contigo bows graciously as you leave.
I'll give him my hand out for a big handshake.
He encompasses your hand in his wing and kind of buffets it with feathers, and you can tell it's a very gracious gesture.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
I had another dear friend that was of this religion, so I just needed to come and get some questions answered.
Well, the Shuki presence in this part of the world is less, but there are plenty of us.
Yeah, she was from Blade Island.
Ah.
She was like a mother figure, I guess?
What was her name?
Archimedes?
He shakes his head. Well, we have not met, but she kept good company.
Well, you haven't seen me when I'm not in a good mood.
I imagine beneath all of that, fighting and muscle, I believe that the heart is just as big.
As
your biceps.
Oh shit, now I'm like putting my bicep in front of my chest, seeing how big my heart is.
It's a,
He just starts rubbing her face. This is the most...
as does Contigo.
That's pretty good size, Contigo. It's pretty good size.
He's starting to look a little uncomfortable.
We'll see you later, buddy. Thanks for your time.
Of course.
I guess we're gonna head to the Noble District. We got a lead.
Sure.
Maybe we should stop and buy a couple of trench coats and like some hats.
What? Why?
So we can be real detectives.
I think I can detect just fine without a hat.
Okay.
So, well, you guys start heading towards the Noble District. Meanwhile, at the Laundry District, Z, Ral, and Smiley. DM needs to pee. Be right back.
That was fun.
It was neat.
I just needed to get some things answered. I didn't know I was gonna have company.
You got some questions answered. You got some plot stuff rolling for yourself. It's good.
The orc side's starting to come out more and more.
Your tusks are growing. If you still have tusks, I
I
didn't
have
draw you
tusks.
with them. Okay. Do you want me to make an edit to the?
No, they're not like great big. They're like little. Yeah, I keep them filed. But I might go full savage before this is all said and done. Might go Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan... I don't know what it is.
But
Pink
super orc.
Super Orc Saiyan, Super Blue Orc. Not like Super Long Hair Orc. Or like Super Lightning Orc.
What is he talking about?
Or super,
You're-
super yellow hair orc, just like super blue hair orc.
The only difference is your tusks get bigger. You don't actually have hair, so it doesn't
What would that even
really
make
work
him?
that well.
My tattoos glow.
A double ascended orc?
Double orc.
Double ascended, saying God. Yeah, double ascended northern god orc.
No, stop it, Korgath. If you
What are you doing?
if you keep this up, you'll burn away all the time you have left on Terra. And I say you need all the time you can have.
What did I just walk back in on?
My time
We're
is limited from the
Dragon
bead. Yeah, we're now turned this into a Dragon Ball campaign.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, was it ever walking around trying to find these magical fucking wish orbs practically?
Yo, does that make Nag Yamcha? Cause it got a hole in him. Oof.
That's too soon, man.
It's been
It's been
3 games.
No, Nag was the guy. Yeah, Nag's the guy with the 3 eyes in his head. Yeah.
Ian, God damn it! You know what? That actually works. That actually works really well.
So
Can
is
Naomi
Z-
be Chouts?
Z's Krillin.
No, I'm sorry.
So Z would be Krillin.
Don't self-destruct.
Oh, come on.
You like to fight, but you're not the best at it. Maybe you could, and Rao could be Piccolo.
Hold on, how come Rao gets to be Piccolo, but I get to be Krillin?
I'd rather be.
Because
I'd rather
Ralph's
be Vegeta.
cool and level-headed.
Be a short,
And Naomi's
shit,
kind of-
obnoxious person.
Naomi is kind of Vegeta.
Kicks a guy in the dick after she chops his head
Okay, you know what?
And
Z's
last
actually
thing-
Master Roshi.
Jesus Christ, no, he doesn't have that kind of patience.
off. Or perversion.
Look. Korgath can be Goku, and Z can be Gohan. He's just excited to be here.
God.
He doesn't even
And then-
have a story arc. He just gets to show up.
I'm
Could
just
be
here
the-
as a plot device.
You're there so
Like-
that you can make. You're there to get hurt so Korgath can get angry and say,
So you're Jon Snow.
oh,
Yeah.
There's a plot device.
oh. Anyway,
Z is,
back
All right.
Z is actually.
I'm in.
Anyway, so you're in the laundry district. The 3 of you, Ral, Smiley, and Z. As I said, there are a couple of ladies, elderly ladies, gossiping away. There is the human family. There is the orc woman, and there is a Aarakocra here.
We need.
Is there
information.
any gossip that I can make out?
Yes.
Oh.
So the elderly ladies are the closest to you, and you can hear them the clearest. They are.
I actually have this feat.
Oh, you have the lip reading feat.
Yeah.
So you can scan around and get the gist of what everybody is gossiping about. So the family is talking about. It looks non-pertinent. They're mostly talking about what they're going to do for dinner. The old ladies, however, you hear them. You see one of them say what can only be Kane as a surname. And you start paying more attention to what they're saying. Johnston Kane. Now that, I would like to have that. Oh, please, Esmeralda. You're like, what, 182? And they both laugh. Well, they make potions for this stuff, don't they?
So nothing terribly important.
Nothing other than the surname Kane kind of catches you by surprise.
Yeah.
But they are just kind of talking about, like, you know, they want to do this guy. Yeah.
Oh, BT Dubs. Since we're actually trying to be on the down low, Z is gonna use his fluid appearance feature to make himself kind of look like an elf, but like his skin color would be like a deep mahogany.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he looks like a. Maybe if you looked closely, you'd kind of notice a few oddities, but he looks like an elf. Kind of woody, ruddy texture. Maybe has some like cool carvings in his dermal layer. They're like painted red, because that's all he can be, black and red.
So
I guess white technically, or pink.
Z is very distinctive still, but he at least looks like, other races that exist.
Just a shirtless elf walking around with baggy pants.
The orcish lady is suddenly starts muttering something to herself. Something along the lines of, I can't believe he went. Stupid. He's gonna get himself killed.
Is there a washing basin next to these orc ladies?
Yes.
Ral will walk on over, and just as long as they're not looking like they're about to leave, he'll take his cowl off and start pretending to wash it.
Okay.
And he's gonna use his force of habit on the one that was muttering to herself.
Okay. And that's only like, what, 1 minute now?
I said I put it to 5, but we can mix that up even more if you want.
Yeah, it should be a pretty quick thing. Okay. So you study this orcish woman, and she's, she's alone, but she looks. You realize that just from her body language and facial expressions, that she is very agitated about something. You cast a glance at what she's washing. And she appears to be washing clothes that would be for a man, but you don't see one nearby. And when I say man, I mean like orc man, so pretty big. She doesn't mutter anything else, but her body language is just all complete agitation.
Ral will nervously chuckle as he washes his cowl. Don't like crowds either, I see.
Huh? She kind of shakes her head and says if she just noticed you. Well, laundry day and all that. Have to walk pretty far. I'd say we should have sewers in this place like over in Vasily, but now I don't think that's such a good idea.
Why do you say that?
Because of oh. Well, there's just a lot of things that can go wrong. You can tell.
Something go wrong over in Vasily?
Well, just going off of what I heard, there was some kind of attack. News is only just coming out. I wouldn't know anything about it though, really.
That's a shame. I have siblings in Vasily.
Do you?
Several.
Well, I hope they're all right. Have you gotten word from them?
Oh no, I haven't heard from them for a while now. They were talking about what was his name? Bill? Some Maine? Oh bother.
It wouldn't be William Kane, would it?
I think that was the name in their letters. Something about a wonderful person they'd met.
Oh, honey. She kind of stops washing and sinks back on her haunches. And then she looks around, making sure that everybody else around is out of earshot or caught up in their own conversations, and lowers her voice. I'd advise your siblings stay very far away from that man.
Frankly, I don't really have the coin to write them. They only send me letters every now and then.
Ain't that typical? She kind of angrily throws a cloth down in the basin. Well, I really shouldn't be telling you this, but my mate went to work with William, as he put it. I told him not to go, but he went anyway. William is... Of course, we all want the same thing. We don't want to be lower class. We want our rights. We want equality, but... That man would burn Bavol to the ground if he couldn't get it. And we really would be equal, because we'd all be ash in the wind.
Well, that sounds horrible. Maybe your mate's friends might know my siblings if they were also working with this William.
She, looks conflicted for a moment.
Just want to know about my siblings. If what you say is true, that there was attack, I would like to try and find out.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Alright, because of that I get my int bonus.
Yep.
Darn it.
Darn. The int bonus, but the d20 was against you.
Yep.
She kind of clams up a bit. I'm sorry. My mate told me not to talk about such business with people I didn't know. I shouldn't have said most of what I said anyway.
I see. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, and good luck with your
This
siblings.
news, I definitely need to go and try and find something out about them.
She, lowers her voice even further. And she says a name. Frederick Basil. He's a human, a noble type. My mate talked about him a lot.
Basil like the leaf?
Yes.
Cool.
They were friends. And if you tell him that I sent you, he could get you some coin to get the word out to your siblings.
I would much appreciate that. Pardon, what is your name?
My name is Chrysanthemum. She shakes her head. My maid and Frederick were good friends, as good as they could be, between a noble and a fae.
It is an odd relationship, but not one that's totally unheard of, I suppose.
Good luck out there.
Thank you, and you as well.
She nods and goes back to washing her clothes.
Raoul's gonna take his cowl out of the wash basin and hang it by his belt and try to walk away behind her as if he had came from that direction. And as he's walking by, he's just gonna drop a couple of gold into a pouch.
She...
Trying not to, like, something sitting behind her.
It's a really good perception roll, though.
It is.
She turns, and when she hears the clink of the coin, and gives you a long look as you walk away. Then goes back to washing her clothes, looking extremely pensive and far less agitated.
Raoul doesn't give a look back and just walks on. Back to Smiley and Z.
He gives a big thumbs up, and in the back of Z's minds, maybe I shouldn't have spec'd for a purely combat role.
There's going to be a healthy mix of both.
I know, I'm just thinking here, like, what can I actually do? Let's see, what am I trained with? I got performance, and persuasion, and that's it.
Well, there is one thing you always have that doesn't rely on anything in your character sheet, and that is talking to people. A bad persuasion roll might get you less information than, a good one.
I'm just trying to think of what Z would actually do in this instance. So we're currently looking for information.
You're currently trying
regarding...
to find a hideout because Sam and Scott, they figure that there is probably a hideout here in Mordan for the Resistance.
But as Raoul comes up, well, boys, we have some work over in the Noble District.
Oh. Well, that's a much better idea than what I was going to do.
The Noble District?
Aye, I'm horrible with people, but I'm good at recognizing how to sympathize with them.
That's a useful trait to have.
Well, I mean, you stare at somebody long enough and know enough about biology and, well, their actions, then it becomes second nature. Like a really bad habit.
I guess that makes sense.
You're about the only one that confuses me.
Well, to be fair, no one quite understands my biology. Like, at all.
Well,
like,
I mean, it's also a nature of psychology, which I minored in at the academy.
Oh. Yeah, I'm a tough cookie to crack. Tough nut to crack. Oh man, I could go for some nuts right now.
Or a cookie.
We can get
Or a
some on the
cookie.
way.
Or a cookie with nuts. Oh man, pecans, walnuts, peanuts, pineapple.
Smells. Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells.
We'll pick you up
just
a
gets a
cookie
whole
on
bunch
the
of...
way there. You did
Yes!
good not showing out.
Alright. Let me think. Yeah, Z doesn't really have much and doesn't really know how to talk. Well, no, he would kind of know how to talk to people.
He's a prankster, so he's got to at least be able to smooth talk a little bit.
You know what? You know what? Because people look tense around Z at the moment. Like, does everyone kind of have like a feeling of tension around, or with the hushed kind of talking and whatnot, or?
Yeah, there's ever since you got into town, you've kind of felt some vague tensions, but you know, news travels kind of slow still in this era of development. So
Yeah,
mostly it's just been rumors of an attack in Vasily, and not much in the way of details.
Yeah, and if anybody's looking at anybody kind of funny right now, it's Rao because he's got his cowl on.
That's fair. Let's do a performance check to kind of lift spirits and set people more at ease, I guess.
What are you performing?
You know what? Z will dance, and as he does, he will hit parts of his body which kind of resonate through him like a drum. So it's kind of a nice. Oh man, I didn't. Do here, because I gave. Oh no, he has an instrument. He'll take out his guitar and just start kind of playing a nice kind of soothing tune.
Oh,
There it is.
hey.
Smiley would like to leave.
What? Hey, just there we go. Perfect.
Nice roll too.
Hey,
Nice.
yeah.
So you start playing on
I
your
have
guitar.
myself muted, but I'm laughing so fucking hard.
Why are you laughing? It's good stuff.
Just imagining Z
I didn't know what
drumming on his belly.
really,
I know
that would
good
have.
though.
I know that would have been hilarious, but I figure that maybe people won't understand why this elf just sounds like they're made out of they're just a drum. Z can do that, but maybe
So you begin to perform the song known as "Never-Ending Journey," and you are actually completely killing it. Smiley and Raoul, you had no idea that Z had this kind of guitar chops. You find yourselves also rather entranced by his playing. In no time at all, you kind of see, some of the tension lift from all the people working their laundry, and quite a few people are actually coming up and just watching you, Z, listening.
All right. As people are doing their laundry, Z kind of he times some of the beats so that as they're scrubbing, it's going with his playing, so they're almost kind of scrubbing to his playing. It's basically making it more of a fun time for everyone working around him.
In no time at all, you have created a Fantasia scene.
That's basically it.
All of the people washing their clothes are doing so in time with the music. And you're getting quite a few cheers at this point. People really appreciate a good tune. So those old ladies that were gossiping, all of their attention is now on you. The family is nearby. The Aarakocra has stopped washing and is just kind of seated and looks entranced. Various other people, like I said, continue their washing in time with your playing. But overall, people seem far more at ease.
Yeah. I'm pretty good with that. He'll just play and let people Have people be a bit relaxed for a bit. Let them, make them forget about their worries for a little bit. So if you guys want to do anything else while we're here, Z's gonna keep doing that.
I think we need to
Doesn't
go to
have
the Noble
du-
District.
You just want to head to the Noble District?
I think that was where we were going.
We'll do that then. And Z will, you know what? Z will continue to play as we walk along, and he'll whistle and keep at it. Just, going ham with it. Not ham. He's being very gentle with this. Like surprisingly for him, this is one of those times where Z isn't high energy. This is very low energy Z right now.
So roll another performance for walking and guitar playing at the same time.
Okay.
Jesus Christ!
Wow. Okay.
Virtuoso
Sure.
Z. Holy shit.
This is what I picture Z playing.
Greensleeve's guitar. No, he's playing Never Ending Journey.
It's a good song, though.
I know.
Raoul's just kind of walking, amazed. Well, I guess the rumors that said that he failed all of his classes were wrong.
Lol.
So Z is apparently like a complete master with that guitar, and you had no idea. So he's walking and playing at the same time, and it is so good that people are literally just stopping in their tracks and like staring.
I like to imagine it's almost like a Disney kind of movie where like he's like dancing around people and playing it, and children like coming up to him and following after him, and he's like, playing along with them, and he's like trying to match the tune to what's going on around him. He's breathing life into everything around him and making things just uplifting. It's a good time for everyone involved. It's just free entertainment.
So you're headed to the Noble District while Z plays.
I'm providing the BGM.
Oh,
I am the background music.
I am. I'm glad I had Never Ending Journey queued up. But
That was just a good piece of luck.
yeah. But Morgath, Naomi, let's get back to what you're doing.
How many exits are outside of the church as we walk out of it?
How many exits?
Yeah. Is it just like one in and out, or like several?
There is one main door. There is kind of a side door, but it looks like a office entrance.
I just want to hang out, like, out of sight for, like, maybe 5 minutes before we leave to see if anybody, see if Contigo leaves.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, let's just chill for a second. I'll let you ride on my shoulder.
Okay. You hang out, but Contigo does not leave.
Okay. Just wanted to see if he was going to stab us in the back. Let's go to the Noble District.
I will keep my eyes out for anything out of the ordinary as we go, since I don't have to worry about walking.
I will not play an instrument.
Thank you.
I will give everybody evil eyes when they look at me.
So
Just...
you are headed towards the Noble District, and you hear guitar music.
Oh, God.
And it's not
Damn it!
what? What?
The fucking GIF. Thanks.
What the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
is the guitar music?
Incredible.
Red skin, and he'd be it.
What's more of a mahogany? Mahogany.
Oh,
Mahogany.
Oh my
and
God,
you
stop
see,
saying-
A rich mahogany.
Mahogany.
If we could just get Knuckles playing the guitar, we'd be set.
Oh my God.
and you hear guitar music, and you're seeing a lot of people kind of gravitating towards it, including a couple of guards.
Oh boy. Well, you just want to see how this goes?
Sure.
Can we see the guitar playing from here?
You round the corner, and you see Z, Ral, and Smiley, and Z is playing a guitar, and it's actually fucking phenomenal.
Let's just watch and see how this goes.
So, Z at this point, the three of you, Z, Ral, and
Look for-
Smiley.
Look for that old house with the tall spire.
You start searching for the house with the tall spire while people crowd around you, Z. A couple of guards kind of push up and look at you angrily, Z. You know you can't be playing that out here at this hour. There are noise ordinances.
Oh! My bad. Wait. What time is it right now?
2 o'clock.
At night?
No, in the morning.
On the
In the afternoon.
middle of the day?
Yeah.
Z looks startled. Oh! He stops playing. My apologies. I saw people working, and I thought I'd do something to lift their spirits. Can't blame a man for trying to ease tensions in this time.
When you stop playing, they kind of relax, and the first guard is like, "Well, do it in your district. Keep it to Haven." Kind
He
of.
bows. My most humble apologies. I meant no disrespect with my playing.
The guard actually looks annoyed that you didn't give him a reason to go ham on you. So they both kind of just like turn heel and leave.
Are we surrounded by non-humans?
You were until you kind of crossed over to where you notice the buildings are very well upkept and impressive, and you have entered the noble district. A lot of the non-humans that were following you kind of stopped, and now it's mostly humans.
Don't have any privacy at the moment, right?
No, you're in the middle of a very crowded street. You,
Damn.
Make a... Actually, no, you don't have to make a perception for this. You see a giant orc down the street. You see Korgath. Naomi's on him.
Z waves. Hey!
I do not.
Over
like that.
here!
I look directly at C, and I just pretend like I don't see him, and I keep looking around for wherever we're going.
But you just looked at me. We had a moment. We bonded.
I know you think that.
And I've had warmer receptions. You know, the Antarctic.
I'll start walking that way, but I'm not like waving. I'm not a waver.
Won't waver yet.
Never. I wave with a great sword and cleaving motions.
It's a fine how do you do?
Did you find anything out?
We found a nobleman that might have some work for us. Raoul kind of nods his head and winks at Korgath.
You didn't find out where the terrorist cell was? You got something in your eye?
A woman stops, looks at you, and then redoubles her pace.
Keep moving.
Yeah,
Keep it moving.
I'm just gonna say, this is the Noble District. I don't think that's a smart idea.
What, to yell at people or get something in your eye?
I mean, bit of both, really. You never know what the nobles have around here.
Naomi, have you found that tower yet?
Have I?
Roll. What should this be? It's a giant fucking
Perception,
tower.
wouldn't it?
It's a giant fucking tower. You're just looking, so it'd be perception. Not investigation.
Make a survival check.
I'm not very perceptive.
Could you
No.
quit eating candy and look around?
What are you looking for?
A really old house with a tall tower.
See, we'll roll a perception on that, because the fuck not?
Okay.
I mean, that one?
You are rolling amazing tonight. You look around and see hidden behind some of the buildings, because you're at a very low angle, you can kind of see the edge of a very large spire. Old architecture, you figure.
Do you see a Arakoa sitting up at there?
22, do I see an Eric?
You see you do. You see an Aarakocra, and you can even make out a red crest on his head.
You actually see Z's eyes, like, become more
Binocular
bird-like.
out.
Yeah, literally, like, they literally become like an eagle's eyes as they kind of, like, home in, and it's like, there? Is that what you're looking for? There's an Aarakocra up there with a red crest.
Yep, let's go.
Let's turn back to normal.
You are an oddity of many wonders.
Well, I'll do what I can.
You know what?
Not you. You're just a big damn orc.
Some people call me Leroy Brown.
Nobody calls you Leroy Brown.
Baddest man in the whole damn town. Let's go.
I called him Leroy Brown once.
He did. He really did. We got really drunk one night on the poop deck.
Do you mean the top floor of that inn that one night? Or?
Which inn? I pooped in a lot of inns.
Which one of you cowards filled my pants? Shit in my pants.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it's a thing when you make me laugh so hard it goes through my microphone hardware mute.
You're welcome. Alright, we talked to a guy who said that the guy sitting up there in that tower was probably associating with the people we were wanting to talk to. So we should probably walk that way.
Question is how do we talk to a man upon such a high tower?
I mean, I can yell at him.
Don't think that's a good idea.
Then we'll knock on the door.
Roll, let's see. Ral, Z, and Smiley, roll insight here.
Well, you think I'm lying to you?
No.
Dar.
I'm just trying to think of...
Nope.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey, look, I rolled a 14. I don't have insight.
Never mind.
Are you just saying that, like, this was so obviously supposed to be a lie?
Are we the only Fae in this district?
You see other Fae, but they are very obviously carrying out tasks for their handlers.
Well,
I was actually gonna say, is there anything that identifies a Fae as a yeoman? Specifically?
No, they don't tag Fae or anything like that. So
Damn, because I was gonna say that would be so easy to forge.
Yeah.
With my body. Actually, can we duck away for a second where no one can see?
What?
You find
something.
You find an alleyway. Like
you
everything
turn
else
into
in the
a fucking bucket again.
Like everything else in the Noble District, it's it's very well kept, but it is an alleyway, and there's nobody in here right now.
Okay.
What?
Z's the wood on his skin just kind of. It's like watching water ripple, and his skin becomes more pale as he now stands before you as a human. He looks down for a second and kind of. And a suit forms on top of him. Like a nice looking suit.
So he can be my yeoman and I wouldn't have to, or he can be my handler and I wouldn't have to carry you around on my shoulders?
What?
Huh?
I said, what?
Yeah.
Why would you, what? No.
I mean, you could
It'll-
carry
that's-
both of them and call them both your handlers.
No, I've only need one.
But I'm clearly the better one, since, I can hold a conversation.
You did give me that.
Oh, gee.
Let's go. Let's go.
I look
We're
right
going-
at Z and I go, ah?
We're going to the tower. Let's
What?
go. Anybody else got any fancy turn themselves human abilities they want to do right now?
I could
Or
tuck my ears in.
Yeah, do that. Actually, I mean, you can just be Z's yeoman. Rao, do you want to turn into a
Wow.
tree and I can just carry around like some firewood?
Oh my god.
Ral pulls his still kind of damp cowl off his belt and pulls it over his head. This will be fine.
Just don't blow any smoke out of your gills, probably.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a dead giveaway. Wait, hold on.
No,
Before we continue on, hold on, no, this is important. What name do I use?
Z. It's fine. Let's go.
Alright. Z of House Birdsong. Yeah, it sounds fancy. Yeah, let's go
Just
with that.
don't talk to anybody.
I'm talking to people.
Just stay 10 feet back then.
I'm used to it.
I'll stay 10 feet ahead. Yeah,
Whatever.
All
we're gonna
right.
fight later.
You approach the building with the giant spire connected to it. It's old architecture that looks like it's been maintained and upkept, so that it is sound, but retains its historic pre-Red War construction.
Are there like any guards around?
There are plenty, and you are getting some looks. They aren't aggressive on you, but they are wondering.
I wonder if
what
they
the
would
hell.
tell us who lives in this house. Like maybe you could be like an architecture buff, and we're like learning. I'm talking to Naomi. She looks like a human. Or maybe they could tell us about this house and who lives there and stuff.
Probably.
I'll take her over there.
Okay, so you roll up on a guard.
I'll
This
set her
one-
down in front of them.
This one's a female, and she kind of raises her eyebrows and looks at Naomi. Avoids eye contact with the rest of you. Yes, can I
Oh
help
no,
you?
I think maybe just me and Naomi went over there.
Oh, just Naomi. Yeah, okay. Can
Didn't
I
take
help
the
you?
whole crew.
Yes, I was actually trying to figure out more information about this wonderful building, if you don't mind.
The Kincaid residence.
That's the one.
What about it?
Well, I guess I didn't actually think about what I want to ask.
In the back of your head, you're good at talking to people.
You know what? Actually, 1 second. And I hurry back over to my entourage. And I yell angrily, Zimothy, I can't believe you forgot to bring my best satchel today. I left my purse in that one. And I give him a little pap on the head.
To
Which
Korg?
Yes.
You just gave me a pat on the head.
A pap. You've been papped.
Your name is Zimothy now.
Sorry, my lady. Bite my lip and a little blood runs out of my mouth.
And then I whisper,
Please forgive me.
what the hell am I asking again?
Is this the Center for Terrorist Operations in this city?
That is the worst way to phrase that question.
Do people still do the Kincaids actually live here? Do they own it? Like, how is this building? What's going on with it? Like, is it somebody's residence? Can you get a tour?
Right.
I don't know. You call me Zimothy one more time and we'll see what happens.
Thank you, Zimothy. And I walk over towards the lady again. I was wondering if the Kincaids actually still resided here, or if the building was being utilized by other parties.
No, the Kincaids still live here. They own the building.
See, that's the funniest thing. I heard that this was actually going to be the center for a sort of meeting, if you know what I mean, of very influential people within the city. Would you happen to know anything about that?
I haven't heard anything like that. I would have been notified if there was going to be a meeting for the Highborn. I can't believe I just
Right.
called them Highborn. For the nobles.
What are you hiding?
Where's the Zara?
Uh,
An illusion.
Fuck.
Illusion, what are you hiding?
What are you hiding? Intensify.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
I can't
Roses
say
are red, daisies are white. Wait a minute, something's not
So not
quite
quite
right.
I can't say I've heard anything of the sort.
Well, the building is just beautiful on its own, and I know you probably get this a lot, but would you mind giving me a tour of the place?
The guard kind of looks completely bewildered by that request. My lady, no, I cannot do that. It's owned by the Kincaids, and they're in there right now.
Oh my goodness, the Kincaids are there right now. Well, I'm actually an old friend, and I would love to go say hello to them if you don't mind.
Well, let's go. I'll pick her up.
Okay. Watch this real quick, though. She picks up a rock off the ground and looks up at the Aarakocra up on the tower. And she's gonna eat that thing up there.
Oh
No,
gosh,
she's not.
that's really
Are you
rude.
gonna stop her?
Yep. When she goes to throw it, I just want to like the kid.
When she goes to throw the rock, I will actually scream, "Excuse me, but I am extremely averse to violence. It makes me simply gag. If you throw the rock, I will be forced to make you pay recompense for the convolution of my humors. You wouldn't like that, would you?"
She kind of visibly looks rattled and just kind of sighs and drops the rock.
Atrocious. Ugh. Act like your peers, please.
Well, it's not like we've been able to hit him yet. Whatever.
Massive half-orc just glaring at her. If like laser beams have already drilled a hole through her skull.
Weirdos.
You have laser beams now?
They're on my earrings I picked up from Toby a while ago.
That is so cool.
Yep.
I'm basically riding a Gundam now.
She just kind of shakes her head. Weirdos. Goes back to her post. She drops the rock.
Oh,
Can
I
I-
appreciate that.
Can I kill her?
No, I mean, not yet. Let's figure out what else we can get out of here.
Maybe later.
Are we
away,
walking
just
away
give her
from the god?
Looking at her. Symbol.
Are we walking away from the guard at the moment?
The guard's kind of like across the street from the Kincaid residence.
Okay. in a kind of stage whisper, as he kind of talks to them. You know, I could just climb the building and talk to that Aarakocra fella.
That would probably draw a lot of attention.
Yeah, but I mean, so would going into the building and talking to these people. Are you sure that this is? Cause it's kind of weird because it's it's in the Noble District and like.
Well, I mean, where was the attack in Vaseline? Was it in the
Oh.
Noble District as well?
Yes, that was in the Noble District.
So was the last attack.
That's true, but they also had a sewer system to work with.
Well, they have lots of fucking bird people here, so
There are. We saw them at the
they
temple
can just fly into buildings, man.
and just drop bombs, fireballs, boom, incendiary devices. Maybe we should knock on the door, see if the Kincaids are home.
You gotta think like someone
I
who's
would-
willing to completely kill every single person in the room, Z.
Yeah, okay, just go ahead. Just so have a plan to kill everyone you meet. Yeah, I get it. I get the reference you're trying to cook up at me. Nice
you don't-
try.
You don't have a plan to kill everybody?
No, I have a plan to fight everyone. There's a difference there.
Well then, yeah, you're wrong. Yeah, you need to work on the kill plans.
I would actually like to roll perception to see if anyone's looking at us or been following us.
Yeah, roll perception.
Oh!
Ooh.
You take a look down the street you're on, both ways. You look at the doorway to the Kincaids. You glance back at the guard. The guard is watching you, curiously, but you don't see any evidence of anybody else on your tail.
Should we knock on the door?
I thought he was just gonna let us in.
What do you want?
Apparently the Kincaids are cat people. I'm allergic to cats. I can't go in.
You hear you hear multiple cats meowing inside the Kincaid
Oh,
residence.
I bet it stinks and I bet it smells in there.
What if they're really big cat people? Like they just love
if
love
they
tabaxi.
actually are
He
giant
suddenly
cats?
becomes a small red cat.
Yeah, Z's now tabaxi.
I mean, do you want me to?
No. All right.
No.
I guess I'll knocking on. Are we knock on the door?
So what are you doing?
I thought we were being let in.
No, I mean we just can't walk up in somebody's house. I mean I can try to open the door and just walk up in there. Is that what we're doing?
The guard did say the Kincaids were home.
I thought
They're
the guard.
home.
I was implying the guard was going to take us in himself.
No, they're not. They went back to their post. I mean, you said they were old friends and they looked really weird at you and we walked off.
All right. Well, I mean, what are the odds the door is locked? They have guards outside.
We're just going up in that bitch.
I mean, it's not like a door has ever stopped you before.
Just straight up Kool-Aid Man in it.
I
Oh yeah,
have nothing to lose personally, so yeah.
your
sure.
life.
If someone made a distraction, I could try and pick it.
I mean, it's really cute how you think I'm not just gonna disappear and leave you to die.
Well, I have the other egg.
You do, but I can always get it off your core.
Did your God tell you to let us die?
You just said to make sure I help you. I'm doing.
Well, I don't think helping me would let me die.
Ral runs
I think
up
that
to
I
Korgath
honestly
and
think that Korgath could just stand in front of the door and be literally a human shield while you pick the lock.
Ral runs up to Korgath and Naomi, and
I think
looks up. My lady, Sir William, not William.
Who?
What was
Where?
what was the name of the human?
Frederick
forgot
Basil.
his- No, Samuel's
Oh, Scott Kennedy, Samuel's boyfriend.
Scott Kennedy.
Her husband, I
My
guess.
lady, Scott Kennedy sent a letter that the Kincaids, reminding you that the Kincaids have yet to send a letter back to him, and that was what we were wanting to come here for.
Well, you see that Aracoa up there?
Ral is very obviously not himself.
Look up. There's a bird up there. That's their courier. So maybe the Kincaids are dead, and they're using this as their staging house. Maybe the foxes and the raccoons have finally done it.
Yup. I mean, I
Ral
take
just kind of
offense to
palms
that.
his face. And
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's really insensitive.
Y'all weren't here for that. Like, the wolves and raccoons were, like, having a turf war a long time ago in a city where they were building this big wall and there was lots of wheat.
I'm just staring at you. You know that face where the lady's trying to figure out like the volume of a cone and she just can't quite do it. Like that's.
I'm just gonna fuck
making
it.
that face while I stare at Korgath right now.
All right. You start knocking on the door.
Don't knock on the door. Just open it.
Nope, I knocked.
You hear a
Oh
lot
my
of
God.
cats.
I try to open the door.
Hear a lot of what?
You hear a lot of cats meowing all of a sudden.
Okay.
And
Oh, there's the purring.
yeah, they're purring too, I guess.
Legitimately, I would like to just open the door.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So you just open up the door.
How you gonna open my door? You're on my shoulder.
I gotta just hop down. I also have Mage
Nope.
Hand. I'll Mage Hand open the door. Whee!
And it is unlocked and
Look at
opens
that.
up.
And it's strapped to my
Kincaids, darlings! And I just walk in. I leave Korgath behind.
So you walk into this place, and you are greeted by like 3 cats, and
Nice.
there is a human man who was coming to answer the door, but looks completely affronted that you just opened up the door and waltzed in. Who are you? I didn't invite you in.
I mean, I am an old friend of the Kincaids.
Well, I am Augustus Kincaid, and I've never seen you before in my life.
I'm just
Oh,
waiting
that's
to
the
see.
weirdest things. Korgath! And I make like a little hand gesture. Now's when you grab him.
Nope,
Just
you
grab
did
it.
this. Yeah, it's all on you. Go ahead, talk your way out of this one, Master. I'm sorry, who's Korgoth? My name's Timothy.
Are you really gonna do this right now?
Yep. I will like step in.
Most functional
Ah.
detective team ever.
I was gonna say, we have the worst stats for any kind of detective work. Does anyone have investigation? Does anyone have training and insight?
I'm not even
Do we
asking.
have
I'm not
any-
even asking for too many rolls here.
Our rogue
No.
our rogue was probably really good at investigating stuff.
He is. You guys always just do stuff, so I figured I'd let you play it out.
Mr. Smiley's like
There's about a million and one ways you could have gotten to the Aarakocra without even interacting with the Kincaids, but here we are.
It's amazing because Zeke could have totally just climbed this building. He has a climb speed. I could have just scaled the side of this building.
So,
you just see a big green hand reach in and close the door behind you.
So Augustus looks like he is about to call the guards because he has no idea who you are, and you just walked into his house.
Can I
All
try
right,
and talk to him for a bit before we go too much further?
Yeah, sure,
What's that,
Mr.
Tom?
Smiley.
You can, and you should before I resort immediately to violence. So
All right. Smiley will try and do some diplomacy.
Okay.
We here are the Fey Coalition for Diplomacy. Can you sign our petition?
Petitioners, eh?
Yar.
Roll a deception.
Incredible. Here we go.
so I guess I'm going with Plan B. Then is that what's happening?
No.
Well, usually petitioners
It was-
don't just walk into somebody's home, not especially a Kincaid's home.
Z,
Now,
go talk
I
to
am-
the Arakoa.
I am sympathetic to your plight, and I do a lot of work with Samuel Kennedy, but I don't want people coming into my house whenever they feel like it.
I'm gonna be honest. I was just gonna assume that you were probably a terrorist or working with the terrorists or dead. And if
Mr.
you were, I was
Kennedy
just going
sent us
to
here to check on you
yeah.
because he hadn't received a letter from you yet, stating whether or not you were still aiding him in his cause.
We'll
When
just
you
play bluntly.
When you say that, Korgath, his face does soften a bit.
You are still going to aid Mr. Kennedy in his cause, right?
I hadn't sent a letter because I was still thinking about it.
Well, I have a reason to believe that you're courier, and I'll just like look up. Paige, is that their name?
Paige, yes.
I think they might be working for the other side.
Kincaid looks
You was-
a bit shocked by this.
So you might not be entirely safe here.
Augustus kind of looks like he doesn't quite know what to do with that information, but he
Did you not let him buy his freedom?
stops looking like he's going to call the guards, and he frowns. I set a rather high price for Paige's freedom, yes, because he is incredibly good at his job. He's the fastest Aarakocra that I've ever seen.
Can you call him down here? He's sitting right up there on his perch. It's his favorite perch in all of whatever the name this godforsaken town is.
I was gonna say, were you serious about telling Z to go climb up? Because if so, Z would have been like, on it! And then about to go start climbing up the most shadowy parts of the building.
Do you have a way to get him down here, or should I just send my Mr. Red friend here up to talk to him?
He'll come down if I call him.
Sorry, Z. Yeah, call
I just
him.
really wanted to climb.
You could still go climb the building, Z. No one's gonna stop.
No, not in the
I
daylight.
wouldn't stop him.
That might be weird, yeah. Oh, wait. If this is just in case he tries to bolt, do you want me to actually, is there a stairwell here at the moment?
There's a stairwell inside the building.
Are we inside at the moment?
Yes.
Are
Yeah.
you?
Come on in.
Yeah, we go in, I guess. Probably smarter that way.
So when you're inside, there are cats and tension.
Z immediately, plays with the cats.
Of course.
Oh, hello. Who's a good kitty? Who's a good kitty? Yes, you are.
Augustus, kind of looks very disturbed. Takes a glance at you guys and leans his
I was told this by a holy man.
leans his head out the door and kind of does a very high-pitched whistle. Paige seems to hear it and perk up and very dejectedly swoops down and joins you in the entryway.
Come on in, Mr. Page.
Oh, people actually want to talk to me?
Yeah, Contigo. I talked to Contigo earlier.
Tigo?
Yeah, Pastor Contigo.
With
I had
him?
I had an Arakoa friend from Blade Island that was a follower of Shuki.
His tone changes dramatically.
A little worried. I mean, could you come in? He's a little worried about you.
Yeah. Why?
Just would like to have a little chat with you.
Making
sure you're not going to try to do something stupid you might regret later.
You definitely see some nervousness as he steps into the building.
Am I going to have to do all the talking? Mr. Smiley, try it again.
Oh, it went so well last time.
Yeah, and once he gets inside, I just want to close the door. To not draw attention from the guards outside.
I haven't spoken to the Harakokwa priest. I don't know what's happening.
I would have filled you
Yeah.
in that
Okay.
he's a
Oh.
this guy's like a sympathizer with the Mr. Kane.
Is it what? What's Mr. Kane's first name?
William.
William. Okay. So are you working for William Kane?
Right, pull that right to it.
So
Yeah, right to the point. Cool.
all of his feathers kind of go on end. This is a stress response. You know this, Rel. And he really quickly shakes his head no. No. I don't know anything about any of that.
Nothing at all. I just want to speak to someone. I've been hearing about his practices, and he seemed interesting, you know.
Paige takes a...
You were sent here to help this poor boy, and you're putting him on edge.
I didn't mean to. I just wanted to talk to the chap, bird, fellow.
The Aarakocra, his feathers kind of go back into place, and he casts a nervous glance over at Kincaid. Sorry, but I only know what I've seen in my courier trips. It's true I go to Vasily a lot, and I have heard of William, but I'm not working for him. I'm not working for him at all. Nothing like that.
Could you tell us about what you've seen on your trips?
Well, sure, just that William wants to hasten the changing of the slavery laws in Bavol, and he wants to do it in a very violent fashion, and I think that it is very noble what he's trying to do, and he's probably the only one brave enough to actually do what he's doing.
But you don't work for him, or with him, or around him?
At this point, Augustus is staring daggers at Paige, and Paige is looking completely on edge and shooting all sorts of nervous glances at Kincaid.
Can someone take the Kincaid elsewhere so we're not having this weird interaction?
Well, you accusing this poor fellow of working with a terrorist isn't helping Mr. Kincaid's mood either.
I got one question then. So, like, this priest fella, he thought bang on that this kid was working for this William bloke, right?
Page looks like he's ready to fly away.
No, he didn't say he was working for him. He said he bought into his belief system, and he was
Oh.
worried. He was worried that Mr. Page here might do something they regretted later.
Oh, yeah,
And
then never mind then.
Augustus is absolutely.
How much?
Excuse me,
What'd you set his price at,
Kincaid. Augustus takes a long look at Page. I set his yeoman price at 700 gold.
I'll buy your freedom if you tell me everything. You don't have to
Jazz
do it
music
here.
stops.
Record scratch.
So there is
Stops playing BGM.
there's a very long silence once you say that, Korgath. And Augustus rounds on you rather quickly. Really? You?
Yes, me, Korgoth, previous slave to Cecil Florentine, will buy his freedom. You got a problem with that?
Augustus's face suddenly turns really sour. And then he glares at Paige. You know, I don't want a terrorist as a worker anyway. Sure, I'll make that deal.
700 gold on the table.
And that is actual gameplay gold.
That's fine.
Yep.
Wait, but he didn't tell us anything.
He's going to.
What if he doesn't know anything?
Then we'll kill
Yeah.
him.
And we have Freedom Man.
It's a
We have
waste
an
of 700 gold.
We have an inside man.
So Kincaid takes the gold, glares at Paige, glares at you, looks back at Paige. You are now a yeoman Fey. Now all of you, get the fuck out of my house.
What did you say to me?
Back it up, Jumbo.
I mean, we could totally just kill him and.
Come on.
Let's leave.
Leave.
Thank you for your time, Lord Cadence.
If you don't back Mr. Kennedy, we'll probably come back to pay you a bit.
Korgath, enough.
Korgath, stop it. Uzziah is pushing Korgath. Slowly but surely, scooting along the ground. I assume all the cats have taken an immediate liking to Z and are like rubbing up against it like, shh, get out. I can't take you with I can't take you with me. No, I don't care what he's feeding you here. I can't take you. Shh.
Well,
Gently pushes the cats away.
and you all shuffle out of that very uncomfortable situation along with Paige, who
I would like to slam the door loud enough that I would like to hopefully knock a few things off the wall as we leave.
Someone should hold Page.
Athletics.
I'll just knock something off a table as we're leaving.
I mean, I'm pretty good at these.
Yeah, that slam actually breaks the door frame. So there's a big crack in Kincaid's door frame now.
Bye. Please come again.
What?
Oof.
That wasn't I. Alright, whatever.
All right, Paige. Walk with us.
Yeah.
Don't make me
Sure.
regret my decision.
Absolutely. And he kind of sheepishly follows, like he can't quite process what has just happened.
You're free now.
You can go home. But first, we'd like to know things.
Answer some questions.
Perhaps we should go back and have a rest at the inn.
What time is it?
2:30.
Yeah, I need another drink. I'm sobering up.
That explains so much.
Ral is just rubbing his temples all the way back to the inn.
So you guys make your way back to Little
We're the
Haven
best.
with Paige in tow.
We're like the
As we enter
FBI if F was a letter grade.
If as we enter like Little Haven, Z finds another little alleyway, turns back to the mahogany elf, starts playing again.
No. Please.
Quiet.
We're just
Wanna
drawing
spread a
attention
little-
to ourselves. I stand out enough as it is.
We all stand
Third,
out enough as it is.
We all stand out enough. May as well
why do we-
revel in it. Bring some joy to people.
What if the terrorists are watching?
And they'll see me playing a guitar, and they'll think, oh man, that bloke plays a really mean guitar.
And they'll think that big green orc that William kicked off the platform's not dead.
I don't think they'll even know who you are, mate.
They were all chanting Korgath's name as he came in. They all know who Korgath is.
Yes. Well, I already know who you are, then.
Maybe I should buy like a cloak and wear it around.
What?
Or a mask. Get it like a
Naomi.
mask that ties around the back.
Hey, Naomi, can I borrow your mask?
No.
Oh. Alright,
I
let's
don't
just go.
think it would even fit on your face.
I mean, it might cover up like, nah,
Maybe your nose.
that'd be alright.
A chin.
So,
Get a luchador mat.
As
Can you
you-
please get a luchador mask?
as you walk into the inn, it's just Samuel and Mr. Barton in there right now. Samuel has completely sobered up at this point, and he is furiously writing a letter while a pigeon sits by waiting. He,
Oh, hey, Sam!
Word of advice. I would send many apologies to the Kincaids.
Whatever, fuck the Kincaids.
fuck the Kincaids.
Setting their prices so high slaves can't buy their freedom. Yeah, fuck them.
He lied to me. Said he didn't partake in that practice.
Humans have a tendency to lie.
It's true. As we're back in the buildings, he turns back into his normal self.
Humans are shit, Sam says again. And
They are.
You hear Scott's voice from upstairs. I heard that.
And you're right!
Not you, honey. Well, did you find anything?
We found this.
He looks at Paige and widens his eyes. Oh?
He's free now.
And Paige kind of shuffles around like he doesn't know what to do with himself. Well,
Have a drink. Celebrate. A little
Are you
bit.
old enough to drink?
yes, I'm 19. I don't think there actually is a drinking age. There's not. So he's
Oh,
fine.
we're like you're
Finally, I can drink again.
Nope, sorry. There's a color pigment on drinking. You can't drink if you're red.
What?
Z changes his skin to black. How about now?
Damn it.
Let him have drink.
Yes. Sure.
Get you some of that.
I really want to
bloodline,
know
Z.
how bird people drink out of cups.
Yeah, here you go.
Very carefully.
Mr. Barton actually prepares a basin for Paige, and you see him.
Naomi is silently disappointed.
You kind of see him tip his beak towards it. So it's like a
Jinky
Bird
bird.
fountain. Yeah.
Jinky bird.
that's exactly how it
God.
drinks. And you think back to Naomi, or you think back to Archie, and that's how she took her liquid as well.
That
Me
was a
and
weird
Smiley.
retcon.
Yeah,
I
that
just
was.
picture a very wide goblet.
Yeah.
Okay, Paige.
Yes.
Tell us what you know.
Am I gonna get in trouble?
You're free. How are you going to get in trouble?
So, yes, I did join with William. I couldn't be there for Vasily, but He wanted me to continue working for the Kincaids here in Mordan, so that I could keep Scout. That's what I was doing up there on the tower. They're planning something. They've been very
What?
tight-lipped about the details. The only person that knows is one of his most trusted lieutenants, Gabriel. Sam kind of grimaces upon hearing that, but doesn't say anything.
Little elf guy.
Yes, he's a half-elf. There is a place they meet here in Mordan to discuss details. It's an abandoned market down in the Merchant District. Used to be a brothel, but the building's been abandoned. I don't think any of the guards know about it. It's the hideout that most of them talked about.
Are they meeting soon?
There are always people there, and William wanted to work quickly. He has something planned tonight. I imagine they're discussing things over there, even at this moment.
Well, it sounds like we know where we're going.
Where are you going?
To the meeting.
Not you,
Meeting?
Paige.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, we're going over there and fucking shit up, but where are you going now? You got like three choices the way I look at it. I hold up 4 fingers.
Paige kind of shakes his head. I want to go talk to Contigo.
Okay, so you've got like 4 choices. Talk to
I
Contigo.
actually want to know what the other 3 choices are.
He can
So do
talk
I.
to Contigo. He can go home and be free. He can join us and work against Mr. Kane.
We're horrible. Don't join us.
I wasn't talking to you. You wanted to know, I'm telling. Or he can side with them, and yeah, you'll get whatever comes along with people that side with Mr. Kane.
He shakes his head. I don't think I'm cut out for fighting.
Not many of us are. It's a rough lifestyle.
Why don't you send him to go work at your bar so you can actually have a job?
5 options. I own a
You all
bar.
do have an inn.
I do. The Indecisive Adventurer, I think's the name of it.
Where is it?
Centra? Mr. Smiley, where's our inn?
It's in Portishead. That one was in Portishead, in Rodea.
Where it's in
They're the
Portishead in
worst.
Rodea.
It's a far trip, but, you know,
You're fast.
I don't have to stay here anymore. It
Nope.
seems to finally start dawning on him that he can actually go.
You're free.
I'm sure if you tell them Mr. Korgath sent you, they'd give you a room and probably even work there.
Johnny's the bartender. I forgot the dude. Oh, Chef Boyardee. Boyardee's
Chef
the
Boyardee.
manager. Boyardee's the manager.
No, hold on. It's Boyardee, actually. Chef Boy...
We are.
Boyardee is the
Boyardee.
man. Yeah, ask for Boyardee. Tell him Korgoth and Smiley sent you. And if you see a halfling named Rupert, tell him his violin playing is terrible.
I'll pack tonight. I need to go talk with Contigo first.
Yeah, you can tell him Korgoth said hi. He knows me.
Paige
Everybody knows me.
stands up,
I just want to say, strike that down in good Naomi ideas.
That was a pretty good one. We don't really have health insurance, but like we pay pretty good.
Oh yeah, the inn's doing great.
Does anyone have health insurance?
No.
I do.
What's
is
health
it?
insurance?
This is a utopian society with no insurance.
Free Medicare for all, finally.
No, it's not free. Nothing's free.
No.
Fine, Medicare for some.
There's
Except-
just no Medicare, Z.
I'll just kill you, and that's free.
They put you in the ditch,
That's-
not back.
You can't do that. That's illegal.
I am illegal.
So Paige stands up and kind of awkwardly gives you a hug, Korgath.
Aw.
Don't make me regret my decision, please.
Z does let out an audible. Aww.
He just says thank you and leaves the bar. You hear a
All right, let's go.
Safe on your journeys.
Sam sees you raring to go and says, "Wait." Way I see it, 2 ways to go about this. The first way, your way, go in there and start smashing things up.
It's the best. I like that one. That's really good.
But you have to remember,
That's not.
these are just followers of William. They're not William. You just freed another follower of William. They're people who feel like they can live their life as a slave, or they can die fighting for their freedom.
I don't have
And-
enough gold to buy everybody's freedom.
In many cases, they're right. It's just 2 different forms of death. So, they're not necessarily evil. So,
They're not necessarily not.
they're not necessarily good
His
either.
troops aren't who we have a problem with.
So what
We
I'm
just
saying
need to stop
is,
the attack on this city.
what I'm saying is,
That's what we plan to do.
you disguise yourself. You're all non-human. They'll accept you. They'll think
They
you're part
know
of the
me.
mission.
That's true.
We would have to disguise you very well.
How are you gonna do that?
Well,
There's gotta be a.
I mean, like a mustache isn't gonna work, and glasses. It's gonna have to be more than that. I'm like really big and green.
I
Sam,
mean,
Two
if we
mustaches.
dump a bucket of paint on him, we could probably make him look like a Goliath.
Yeah, you dump a bucket of paint on me and see what happens.
What if Korgath just doesn't go?
Oh, I feel like he should be there. What if we just get him a big cloak? What if we made him? Look, we'll get him a bear. We'll get him a big cloak, and we'll make his skin yellow. And we'll call him Zexar. Yeah, there we go.
Sam just kind of shakes his head and begins working his fingers. Ral, you can tell he's casting magic, so can you, Leah. Probably use... Actually, all of you can know what magic looks like at this point. He is casting a spell on you, Korgath.
Can he make me look like this?
Jesus.
If it's not Burt Reynolds, I don't want it.
So, Korgath suddenly starts to look very pale-skinned. You see a beard grow
Oh my god.
from his face all of a sudden, and he takes on a still extremely muscular but human form.
Wait, don't we want him to not be a human? Because, you know...
With pointed ears indicating elfish blood.
There we go. He's like some sort of stone elf now.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I'm an elf!
Wow, you're basically the worst race. I'm
There's
sorry.
something wrong with being an elf.
Wow!
It was pretty fun to half orcs. Never found any good elves in the pits.
Sam kind of...
They usually just laid down and surrendered.
that
You
is
have
actually what
3
happened.
elves in the You have 3 elves in the room.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
and
is-
notice none of them are doing anything.
That's
mean,
it,
they-
legit what happened, and like when we fought them, they just like laid down and like were fake knocked out.
yeah. That is actually canon. That's something that happened.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
not making this shit up.
You're not actually being racist.
No, this is legit what happened.
Okay, fair enough.
Sam. I mean, Sam doesn't look like he took that very well, but he doesn't say anything. He's like, "There, you're the one they recognize."
Yeah, the big green the little green red guy's not going to stand out at all. There's no. How many thumbs did you bite off?
He's changed his shape and color quite a lot today.
All right, whatever. Let's go.
Coughs up at a thumb.
I only ask once again. Remember, we're trying to help these people.
This isn't just because of Gabriel, is it?
Sam does not answer you.
We will help as many as we can, and we will try to make it through to Gabriel.
He's the one that led me to William. Got my friend killed. Just want you to know that.
He had no intention of killing us, I'm sure.
You make your way back out towards the merchant district, where Paige pointed out the abandoned building. And you go to it and find the door unlocked.
It looks like an elf again. Mahogany elf.
Alright.
All right, does somebody else want to do the talking? I feel like I've been doing a lot of talking and it hasn't gone very well, and it cost us a lot of gold earlier. For a good cause, but yeah.
So wait, what do we want to say here? That we're looking to join. We're looking to join up with
friends of Gabriel. Said we'd find some like-minded people here.
Yeah.
But what if Gabriel's here? And it's like, I don't know these fools.
Friends of Gabriel, not Gabriel. Friends of Gabriel.
Friends of friends?
Friends of Gabriel.
We heard down the grapevine that there might be some opportunities for those looking for freedom.
Let's just go in. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Alright, you
We suck at planning.
pile into this building. So, when you walk in, you find yourself in a very cramped entryway with a masked fae at it. There are little hallways to the north and the south. You can kind of peer through. The masked fae walks up. What are you doing here?
Friends of ours told us we could find some like-minded ones here.
Oh.
People who aren't happy with the way things are.
You're looking to help tonight?
Anything we can do to secure the freedom of our brethren.
The masked
Yeah,
fae...
we can't help but chuckle out loud.
The masked fae pulls her mask down, and you see it's an elven woman. And she smiles, and it's that usual uncomfortable smile that you get with elves, because you see all their pointy-ass teeth.
And Z smiles back, his teeth are just fucking gnarly as shit. Like absolute nightmare fuel.
Well,
This
then
is...
I will escort you to the lieutenant. Please follow me. She brushes past you into this hallway. Let me reveal it.
Big giant elf man's just being quiet.
And when you enter this room, you see what looks like they're preparing for war here. This is an armory. There are lines of swords on stands, armor. There is a fae hastily putting spark powder into glass vials at the desk here. You see a lot of like really intense like weaponry, and some things that could be valuable in these desks.
How valuable?
So spark powder is very hard to get, and goes for a lot. You see lots of that kind of bottled up. That is the most valuable thing. You wager it's probably about 500 gold worth of spark powder just sitting here.
Oh boy. You know how in Aladdin Abu looks when he sees the big red crystal?
You already had that moment. You already have the big red crystal.
I know, but there's more.
We have so much money. We have so much money. Because
I make a
The fu-
mental note. Naomi will remember this.
I would also like to roll a perception check to see if there's anything else of note around.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
Eckies, I'll do it too.
Okay.
Sure as a room. This is definitely a room if I've ever seen one.
So the elf that you bumped into is now talking with the elf, or the masked fae that's standing in front of this doorway and is slightly distracted. Naomi and Z, you kind of take a peek around into the next room, and you see lines of beds and some more masked fae in here milling about. One of them is sleeping. You also see some chests. On top of one of the chest of drawers, you see what looks like a charm.
Public expression.
Are any of the guys in there particularly looking around at the charm?
This one on the south side of the room is sitting at the foot of the bed reading, and he is right next to the charm.
It's right next to the charm.
Yeah. The
Okay,
charm
cool.
is right there.
I'd like to walk over here.
Are you?
I'm just checking things out.
Okay.
I would
We were
like.
going to meet the lieutenant.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I would actually like to talk to the elf that was leading us for a second. Sorry to interrupt. So it's a little bit embarrassing to say, but I'm not actually much of a fighter. Is there going to be much I'm going to be able to do to help? I'm not great with a blade or anything like that, but I'm a dab hand with inspiring folks, if you know what I mean.
We have plenty of people in non-combat roles. You could be
Cool.
a scout.
Yeah, I think I could do that. I mean, I can also boost the troops' morale. And I would like to take out my guitar and give them a taste of my morale boosting, which will also hopefully cause a distraction for Naomi.
Well, I was actually just going to. I'm just gonna start talking to this guy.
Okay.
And,
I'm giving you away. Just
as
let
I'm
me give-
talking, I like to gesticulate a lot with my hands while I'm talking, like almost overly gesticulate. And be like, yo, hi, I'm new here. This is great. I really like the setup you guys got going on here. And while I'm talking to him, I'd like to use Mage Hand to kind of push the charm over here off onto the other side of the cabinet softly so as to not make a noise.
Okay.
I want to
So-
play the most saddening, disheartening song that I can. Something that actually lowers morale. That you would be confused. That you'd be like, you know, this song might uplift someone, but no, this is just making you feel sad, and it's making you think about like, is death really necessary? Like,
Oh my god.
life is so short.
Okay.
And I rolled a fucking 19. Okay,
So-
so I guess it's just canon now that Z is just a fucking savant with the guitar. Cool.
I guess. So, alright, so
Hold
here's
on.
what happens. Naomi, you're gesticulating wildly and really catching this masked fae's attention, who is looking actually really just annoyed that you're not just letting him read.
Oh.
But he is staring directly at you, and the moment you push the charm off, guitar music starts up. Really good, but really sad guitar music. Nobody seems to notice the charm fall off the desk.
Oh, and I'll be like, oh no, that's. Oh, you know what? I just realized you're reading. I'm really sorry to bother you. I'll let you get back to that though, and I'll kind of walk over and then have like a coughing fit and scoop that charm up into my pocket.
And you do successfully, because that was pretty well done. So you now have Charm of the Hidden. I haven't typed it up, but this is a 1-notch cost charm. The prerequisite is proficiency in stealth. This gives you a passive. This gives you a passive stealth stat.
Holy shit!
It is 10 plus your stealth modifier.
Oh my god.
As long as you have
Oh
this
my
charm
god.
equipped, you are always considered to be sneaking with your passive stealth modifier.
Shit.
That's really cool, dude. I'll kind of just, give a little palm off to Smiley here.
Oh,
Smiley hyperventilates an advantage.
Heavy breathing.
Oh, jeez.
So the elf that you are currently playing guitar in front of, she seems impressed by the level of skill, and but then she shakes her head. No, enough of that. I'm trying to think.
Oh,
We
I'm
came
so
here for
sorry.
a reason.
We gotta find some lieutenant fellow, right?
Yes.
Oh, I hope the lieutenant likes my playing. Hopefully he heard it. I can't fight, but I just want to help.
So both of the elves kind of step out of the way, and one of them opens the door up, and you hear him say, "Gabriel, new recruits for tonight." And when you peek in, you see a very Spartan room with a big round table in the middle, and you see the half-elf that ran into you in the bar, talking with another masked fae. And they're both looking your direction.
See, will walk in, still kind of. He will meekly hold his guitar as he walks in.
Oh boy.
As they're all doing that, is anyone watching this spark powder over here? Do any of the elves look like they're being attentive?
So now all three of the masked fae in this room are staring at you guys because you've made quite a spectacle of yourselves.
Oh. Dang.
So Gabriel kind of furrows his brow, gives a slight half nod to the other masked fae, who leaves the room. And then Gabriel regards you. See, quite a player, aren't you? I heard it from in here.
Oh, that's such a compliment coming from you. Again, I'm not much of a fighter, but I think music can really touch the souls of people. Get them fired up, Or anything else that you need me to do. Scouting. We all just want to help. That's all.
You're not wrong about that. But when you're going into battle, you want to play something actually inspiring, not like what you just played. Honestly, that reminded me of, well, never mind. So how many are you? 5?
Yeah, we're 5 strong. Z gestures like for the others to come in.
I'll get out of their way so they can go in.
We go in.
Naomi disguised as another race.
Oh no, I'm just back to being normal here.
Yeah, everybody goes in.
Okay.
I did light this dude on fire with a fireball, so I mean,
I was gonna say, are you
I'm just gonna
sure
kind
you're
of
not?
my thumbs stand out here. And
All right,
I'm nervous and claustrophobic. I really don't like small rooms. I don't think you want me to throw up everywhere.
I'm just gonna stand in the doorway.
Gabriel takes a long look at the supposed quarter elf that is standing in the doorway and lets out a low whistle. Don't see many elves that big. Probably got some orc in you too. Not important though. Well, you came at a fortuitous time. We are going to make a move tonight. And I think I have use for you.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm just saying hi.
Jesus.
Hi, hello. Amy, little.
why?
What might that be?
You're fresh-faced. So you haven't heard yet. But we are going to take hostage as many nobles as we can.
I heard those Kincaids are real assholes.
And the Kincaids are primary targets. We have one of our scouts to thank for that information.
Just humans hostages?
Only the nobles, only the ones that they care about. Otherwise, completely valueless. And,
What do you? I'm sorry.
and nobody has to die. It's only if the guard's involved that things get bloody. You mentioned the Kincaids. You familiar with where they live?
In the Noble District?
Yes, but their place, their residence. As much information as we can glean and will help us. Knowing where we're going is everything.
We know where that is.
Good. Then, you five shall assault the Kincaid residence when the attack goes off tonight at 9. He, kind of looks at a candle nearby that has been marked with lines, and he smirks, though you can't see it because he's got his mask on. Meaning, in 2 hours' time.
Yeah, will we have any supplies for this? We're a bit, well, some of us are a bit, shall we say, underprepared for this? As he kind of, like, does a meek twang on his guitar.
You shall have support, but at this shorter notice, I'm afraid I can't offer you anything. All the supplies I have here are for more trusted footmen.
How many other nobles are being captived?
Gabriel shakes his head. You've only just joined. If you prove yourselves tonight, I might be more willing to share information.
That's fair, I think.
You bring back Kincaids, then I'll know I can trust you.
That's fair. Well, we'll do our best, but without supplies, I'm not sure how far we'll get. Can I roll a persuasion check to?
Yes, do a persuasion.
What's up here?
Okay. Roll your persuasion, Z, and so Naomi.
15, pretty good.
Oh, hey guys.
17 is good.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi!
So we'll get back to you in just a sec, Z. So Naomi, you wander into this room.
What's that?
And you start investigating this strange box that's near this table. So you look at the table and you see there's some food laid out. A lot of Fae are just kind of like sitting here. These two are kind of playing a card game. And as you investigate this strange box, you kind of feel cold air coming from it. And one of the masked Fae kind of chuckles. Oh, you like that thing?
I mean, I don't know that I like it. I don't know what it is.
Oh, well, allow me to show you. He walks over and opens up the box, and a rush of cold air hits you,
Is this a refrigerator?
and you see food inside.
Huh. Look at that. That's pretty clever.
We stole it off some nobles. Something like this, worth about 2,000 gold.
Oh
There's a
God.
There's a little arcane crystal inside, see? Puts
Oh
out
yeah,
cold
I
air.
definitely see the arcane crystal there.
It pumps out cold air. Keeps food
That's
good
really
for
cool.
a long time.
I know I'm new here, but I was told by the guys down the other side of the office that they were looking for some help moving some stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
Roll
I think
persuasion.
it was.
Roll persuasion. This DC is going to be pretty intense.
Isn't that technically deception? Because
Yeah.
it's just.
Oh,
Oh,
but
well,
you
never
know-
mind. Fuck it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, they look at each other and shrug, and one of them kind of grumbles.
They said they were gonna be needing you guys to take some blasting powder and just like one little bit of it, like outside, to meet them outside.
What was
I
that?
don't know. They said they wanted you to take some blasting powder or whatever
Ah.
it is. I'm not quite sure. Just like a little bit of it. They wanted to like
Yeah.
test the viscosity of it. They were
Fine.
waiting outside.
Fine.
Thanks.
They
Mm-mm-mm.
kind of shuffle down this way. So Z.
And I'm gonna grab that arcane crystal.
So
There's a guy right there.
No, he's gone. That guy's gone.
No,
I
he's
just
not.
think
No.
Oh,
he's still there.
why not? Why is
Because you don't need more than 2 people for the task that you described.
Oh, is he watching me?
I mean, he is now.
Oh. They might need you too. I was told to get everybody. Just, it's like
Uh,
it's innocent.
He
Awesome.
grunts and does not respond to you.
Oh,
He
Okay,
seems completely uninterested in your words.
it's really my first day here, and I really don't want to come across as not being able to do the job. You know how it is. I want to be trusted and all that stuff. Fight the good fight.
This
It's
time-
really hard being me. You
This
know,
time
I'm
deception.
like the last of my species
this time
living
deception.
here,
Oh
and
my
I
God.
just
Oh
really
my
don't
God.
know if I could, not uphold the honor of
You're
my
gonna make
family.
me take a shit, lady. And he just wanders off back in here.
Crystal.
So, you don't see the crystal.
Okay.
They said there was a crystal in it, but you don't see it visibly.
Is it
How
big
big
enough to
is-
carry?
The fridge is heavy as fuck.
Can I just jump in it and start looking around, poking it? Is it in the inner workings? I have a
It's gonna Here's what's gonna happen. Naomi jumps in the fridge. It lands and locks down. You are now a freezing kitsune in an ice box. This is
I
pretext
heard
of
him
the
roll dice. I heard him rolling dice. I heard him rolling dice.
I can't take it back now. This is what's happening.
So
I was right, is what I'm hearing.
you crawl into the fridge, and you don't seem to realize that the door closes on its own, which it
Oh,
does.
Of course.
And now you are inside the fridge, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be very easy to open up from the inside,
Oh.
because there was a latch outside.
Oh. Okay.
I see.
That's pretty horrible. I guess I'm just gonna be I guess I'm just gonna send a psychic message to Korgath and tell him that I need him to go ahead and come let me out of this fridge. It's really heavy, but there's a crystal in here. It's worth 2,000 gold.
So Korgath, you get a mental message from Naomi. Something about, cold crystal.
Huh?
I'm trapped in a box.
It's slowly freezing.
It's really cold, and this box is expensive. Break it open. There's something in here. I promise.
What?
Just come back to the door. You'll see it. It's in the dining room.
I'll be right back. We got an outhouse?
No, we usually go a couple buildings over.
Okay, I'll be back.
Right. Anyway,
Hey,
as for
I'm the
you,
muscle.
Gabriel regards Z
Naomi!
and kind of
I'm
shrugs.
banging around in the box.
See if
Naomi!
see if they'll give you a vial of spark powder. I will allow you to take
Naomi!
one.
Bang, bang, bang.
Hello!
Bang, bang, bang.
So you see this big heavy ass metal box. And
What are you
it's
doing?
banging.
I bang back on it. What is this
Along.
thing?
I wish that this was not my character, but if you read my personality traits and ideals, this is the kind of person who gets locked in a fridge.
We are so lucky that you have sending, otherwise just you would have frozen to death.
He's sending a message like, how are you more of a klepto than the rogue? And I'm like, it's hard to
I'm not wrong! How are
it's
you?
hard to explain, but it's the truth. I'm sorry.
I'll
was
open the
thinking
door.
we just-
What are you doing?
Door opens up, and there is a very cold kitsune inside.
Okay, so this thing uses a magic crystal to keep food cold.
Oh
and
my God,
apparently
just
it's
kill
very
everybody,
expensive.
and then it's ours.
There's like a greater thing going on with the chicken and other stuff that I don't necessarily care about, But this box, do you think you can like carry it out of here?
I mean, they're gonna see me carrying a big ass box out of here.
Everyone's gone. No one's gonna see you carry shit.
Will it fit into the bag of holding?
You can't fit it into the bag of holding, but you do think that you are able to carry it on your shoulder, Gorgath. You could.
Okay, we'll turn this thing into a bag of colding. It's fine.
Oh God.
We'll come back for it.
Keep sandwiches cold,
The
cold and
mag
fresh.
bag and the bag of holding.
We'll come
I'm gonna
back
keep
for it.
investigating this thing to see if I can figure out where the
Terrible.
crystal is.
Do an investigation, Naomi. Most of the cold air is being exuded from the top of the box on the inside.
Is there any like latches or anything I can start prying apart with my little fingers?
You do, and you need to roll a sleight of hand.
Oh boy.
Do not seem to be able to get it unlocked.
Oh, I summon my fucking sword.
Hey!
Oh, hi, everyone.
So there's nobody out there. What are you doing?
I was trying to get some food. I'm hungry.
Well, that's not. You just grab the food. You don't need to tinker with it. They're eyeing you suspiciously.
Where'd she go?
I'm just eyeing them back.
Gabriel is at this point staring at the three of you left in his office, and his.
I've quite frankly been waiting for to talk again. Like, I assume as this is going on, we were like talking with him
Yes,
still.
you were talking with him. He says, "I can offer you a vial of spark powder to use. It would be best used as a distraction while you grab the Kincaids. Go into the
I
next
think that will
room.
most certainly help.
Go into the next room and grab one, and then get into position. There's not much time until the
Understood.
attack starts."
No, you're absolutely right. Time is of the essence. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll do you proud, sir.
So you walk out, and Korgath and Naomi are gone.
Zimothy? Zimothy! Where'd you go, mate? Zimothy? Hey, did you guys see where Zimothy went? As he looks to the two elves.
I'm about to kill everybody.
Ral calls from inside.
Well, they
Didn't he go
they,
for a shit?
yeah, I thought so, but then he came back, then he left again.
You
Oh,
know,
He's
they
got runs.
I was told to get a vial of spark powder. It should be useful as a distraction.
Gabriel's voice comes from his office. Give them some spark powder and make sure they find their way out. So, these two... This guy comes up next to you, kind of starts motioning for you to leave, while this guy walks over and presses a vial of black powder into your hand.
He tucks it into his guitar, nods surreptitiously, and he salutes.
Gorgath, break the box. Take the lid, just the
And
lid.
you,
Take the
when
lid,
you're
Gorgath.
leaving, you see this scene. So Korgath is standing behind two Fae who are staring down Naomi, who is standing next to a strange box. And things seem a little tense in there.
What is going on in here?
I think that your friend is trying to swindle us.
Out of what? Some bacon?
No.
I'm really hungry all the time. It's
does eat a
it's
lot.
conditioning.
Pardon that one. She was originally found in the woods.
Absolutely no sense of manners or decorum. Has very big issues with boundaries and personal belongings. She just thinks that everything, is hers for the taking. So if she wants food, she's gonna find food, Survival instincts and all that.
Took us 3 weeks to keep her from burying stuff.
Well, live and
It
let
took us
live.
another 3 to have her bury the right stuff.
Well,
Now that this has been established, I'm gonna keep my sword and keep trying to pry the lid of the box open in plain sight now.
both of them kind of step up and are like, "Stop! Stop! You're gonna break it. You just
I
got
brandish
this
the
thing."
sword. I gotta see how it works. Just give me a second.
Come on,
Uh,
Mikado, come on, let's just get you some bacon. We'll go get you some food. It's okay, leave it.
Big guy, why
These-
don't
the
why
tru-
don't you just reach over and nap up the little one, and we'll be on our way.
Things are getting kind of crowded now, and there are a lot of eyes on you.
I turn invisible.
Oh, now you've done it. You
Now,
spooked
see,
her.
now she's just scared.
You spooked her.
Makoto! Makoto, where are you? Come on.
What are you calling me?
Makoto. The troops need their food. We can go buy some more. It's okay. We got a little bit of money left over, after donating to that poor widowed orc lady.
Gabriel walks into the entryway, his eyes narrowed. Is there some kind of problem going on?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
One of
you're-
ours is odd and close to feral.
Your friends are being very rude.
Our friend is being very rude.
No. She's just curious.
Well, I told you to get yourselves in position for the Kincaid
Yes,
heist.
yes. We're so sorry. She's just a little sticky fingers, Makoto, come on, we gotta go.
I mean, unless any of you can see me, as far as you know, I'm gone.
People would have felt you leave unless you
I am
teleported,
small.
and which you.
Yeah, she can
Cool,
squeeze
but-
through just fine.
Did you like crawl up on my shoulders?
I haven't actually moved.
You're just invisible and you stay.
Also point out
Yeah,
that you haven't actually tried to hide, so
I'll
people
go
can
s-
hear
I'm
you
hiding
breathing.
under I'm hiding under the table.
So you dart under the table. Yeah, there's just a lot of activity, and in general, most everybody here seems really agitated.
Taking the spark powder, recasting invisibility.
So you pick up 500 gold worth of spark powder.
And I'm gone.
But your party doesn't know that.
That's fine.
Kodo,
I wave. I go uninvisible and I wave. There.
Where are you
Run out
doing
the
it?
door.
Oh, out, on her way out the door, so you actually catch it, Smiley and Ral.
Oh, we have to be going.
Indeed you do, Gabriel says.
We are
We are
so
very
sorry.
sorry.
We will make you proud. We'll bring back like as many cadences as we can. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Go!
Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
And you hastily leave.
We're just gonna leave.
To Borden.
We're just gonna leave. He's right fucking there. We're just gonna leave. Right
I'm going
there.
to give a little magical wave and show off my spark powder.
Right
He
there.
walks
We just-
over. You.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious. High five.
Should have just ripped off the lid of the thing and we could have gone. I think the lid
Ah,
was
see
worth
that-
like $2,000.
Nah, see that would have been too conspicuous. But you smell like the stuff that they gave me, so that's fucking incredible. High five.
They're right there.
The sun is beginning to set.
We're really gonna go kidnap a noble.
Oh, we don't need him. Is it
Can't-
kidnapping
can't
if he
we-
goes with us willingly?
What if we actually just use magic to make someone
He's
look like a Kincaid?
Not
Oh yeah.
going to come willingly.
You,
Yeah, we
That's
didn't
what-
leave a very
wait,
good
wait.
impression.
You
Wait, hold on. Let me
heard,
check my
hold on,
features really quick.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Ral, you've got observant.
I do.
As you were leaving, Gabriel began discussing things with the masked Fae again. You cannot see the masked Fae's mouth, but Gabriel pulls his own mask down. And you see him say 2 sentences before he goes around the corner. No, I don't care if they actually bring back Kincaids. Yes, of course. Vanessa is the real target. Come on.
Oh, dang.
Just wanna kill somebody. It's been a day and a half.
Ral turns around and pats Smiley and Korgath on the back. Let's move.
Back in there and kill
I-
everybody.
No. We have an inn, and we have a problem.
Right behind us. problem.
Pigeon suddenly, well, actually, a falcon. A falcon would have been sent in this case. Just dives at you guys and just yeets a letter.
Hey,
Right
can I
at your
grab the
feet.
falcon?
Dexterity's acrobatics.
Ah. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. I have a +4 bonus to grapples. Oh shit! Yeah, so hold on. Where's that tumbler?
Yeah. So you grab that falcon right out of the air, and it's like a burst of feathers as it seems really confused. It also drops the letter that it well, it already yeeted the letter at you, but now it's just like flapping in your hands.
What's the letter say, Smiley?
I will read it.
You open up the letter. You recognize Samuel's handwriting. It just says, "Located Vanessa. Come back to the inn."
Z pats the eagle and shh. There. And lets it
It's a
go.
falcon.
Eagle, falcon, whatever. Big bird. Big bird that didn't realize it could be caught.
I didn't think it could be caught either, but you rolled a 20. So it calms down, but it definitely looks like it does not want to be held.
Let the poor bird go.
He let it go. He just gave it a pet and then let it go.
And it just flies off on its next route.
They're right here. Right here.
So I'm
Right.
thinking real hard. Do you think there'd be some kind of tool I could go buy that would help me open up a refrigerator lid should I ever
You want to
have
know
to
how
run
we
into
open
the
up a
situation
refrigerator? We kill all of them and we just carry it back to the inn.
again? I mean,
Let's just go back. We have 2 hours. As hilarious as that was, we're on a the clock is running. Do we even have clocks? The candle is burning. There's dramatic music going on. We gotta go.
It's too dramatic.
I suggest we get back to the inn quickly. We have a problem and we need to discuss it now.
I hop up on Corgat's shoulders.
You hastily make your way back to the inn.
I'm just walking backwards, staring at the place we left, and then I'll turn around and walk off.
As the sun starts to go down further, you get back to the inn, and when you do, Samuel is waiting for you right at the entrance. I know where she is.
We have a problem.
What?
They're after Vanessa.
She's the main target.
How do you know that?
She's here. She's here in Mordan. That means...
Ral's eyes just go wide. They
Find her
know.
before they do.
Oh. Fuck.
So where is she?
She's in the Temple District. She's been off the grid ever since, all the incidents with Cecil. But she's around. She's in the Temple
church?
District.
The church district?
Yes.
Where? What temple?
The Shuki Temple.
Alright, I know what that is. Let's go.
Run.
I'm gonna have to fucking kill a priest.
Don't run. We need to stay inconspicuous.
Just walk. It's not that far a walk. Am I still a fucking white elf?
You can end it whenever you want. But
Not
it
a
has
white
been
elf
it's been
anymore.
more than an hour at this point, so you
I'm
actually
not
kind
a
of
white elf anymore.
you kind of morphed back as you were getting back to the inn.
Let's go.
Hoof it.
We gotta save her, Sam says, and
Well, you stay here.
you guys have already left
You have
by
to
the
stay
time he
safe.
says that.
No.
And that, I think, is where we will call it.
We could have saved her. We could have saved everybody here with about 8 deaths.
I think that was just a small cell, and if we had done that, it wouldn't have. Yeah.
I'm
Good.
glad that Ral can read lips.
Yes.
One of the-
I am also glad that Rao can relips.
one of
I'm
the
glad
most-
that Z is a. I'm just glad that Z is apparently a virtuoso with the guitar.
Yeah, that's surprising.
And catching birds.
Yeah. See
Ah.
with
You know what the hilarious
skill
thing
check.
is? I kept forgetting to add I guess my proficiency modifier with Oh shit. Was that against Z?
I just needed to
Shit.
get that out of my system. Woo!
Oh, it's coming,
Ah.
big guy. It's coming, big guy.
Oh god.
There's finally going to be some fighting next session. Should be.
Woo. There we go.
Christ. You
Who's
just
still
kill Z.
alive? Who's still alive?
You turn around and Z is just obliterated. You've killed me.
Poof.
There's just a red mist and ribbons falling to the ground.
Just orange.
At least-
It's just orange Kool-Aid.
Never was a guitar
dr-
man.
Like you dropped a bunch of marmalade on the ground. Just.
Never was a guitar man.
Cool.
Oh my god. I forget. If I'm proficient in an instrument and I use it in a performance check, is that like double proficiency then? I don't actually know how playing instruments works in this game.
The DM kind of just wings it, which is what happened tonight.
How was I our best talker?
Hey,
Hey, that's a bit.
There
did
were
good.
several of us that did some good talking.
Yeah, I think all of you did
Yeah.
a really good job with the
Well,
interaction.
Naomi almost got us all killed.
Yeah, Naomi made
That's
things kind of chaotic.
Fox's
Little
thing.
klepto. I'm gonna quit carrying you around on my damn shoulders.
Hey, Ghost of Chum.
That's true, which I need to type up real quick.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
And because Jesus Christ, that is a charm.
yeah, it sure is.
Holy shit. That is some. You know what the funny thing is? 4th edition had that as an epic level feature for rogues for one of the epic destinies. So congrats, you have a
The
passive
only
stealth
thing
check.
I see now is that Smiley is just now that person who's in the room, but you don't know he's there until he says something.
Or
Like the
stabs
ultimate
you.
Yeah. which I assume you're like,
I don't know why y'all just wouldn't let me kill everybody.
because that would literally be going against everything we're trying to accomplish here.
No,
We're trying to not.
everything.
We're trying to not be William at the moment. At the moment, there will be killing. You know.
I don't
It was
believe
nice to recoup all the losses that you acquired us today, Korgath.
you. Hey,
Oh, speaking of which, I might actually need to buy some shit from the store, which I assume you guys did at the start, because I saw negative money.
yeah, we got health
Yeah.
potions and we got other potions.
Okay. Might buy a charm. Let me check the shop real quick. Toby shop. Show me your wares. Charms. I can't actually buy anything. Shit. I guess I could get a charm of charming, but I've already got the charm of grappling, but that's 3.
You not maxed out on your charms?
Oh, I've got a thing
Once-
of 1 left.
I do too.
Yeah, I thought we would have taken the charm of endless rage. And the charm of the stoic bear.
What are you going to do with the charm of endless rage? You don't have rage. You're also not a barbarian.
Not yet. Not yet.
Your highest
Maybe
class,
maybe
your highest class level has to be barbarian for that to do anything.
maybe I'll start leveling barbarian now. You don't know.
I don't know.
I'll have 11 levels in a barbarian.
Yeah,
Then
you
I can
literally
take
have
the
to take
charm of
nothing
endless.
but barbs.
Mm-hmm.
You could use it at the end of the end of all the campaigns.
Finally, it's all been worth it to have this quality of life change.
Z just Luffy style puts his thumb in his mouth and blows himself up.
I mean,
bigger
I
than
wanted to do that with my subclass. That would have been. That's basically how Z fights. He is Luffy.
So
He had a piece of gum.
one more important thing that I should tell you. You guys level up to 10.
Oh shit!
Oh my
Oh,
god,
shit.
you know what that means? I've been waiting for forever.
Mm-hmm.
I do have the level 10 feature written down on the spreadsheet as an idea. I do need to change it since the rework. But the general
Level 10.
idea of it is there.
Cool. I can no longer be poisoned. And I'm immune to disease. Also, my speed went up by 5. That's neat.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna get good.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for playing with me. That was a good session. We will do combat next session, I promise. I know it's been
I
2
get to
sessions.
try out my. So we're level 10 now.
Yes, you are level 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go to bed.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for
Have a
playing.
good sleep. Yeah, it was fun.
Take it easy.
Alright.